What is going on, folks? Work Tire Sports Show is back. D, did you ever think in your wildest imagination this season of this writer strike era of the NFL season that we get 4-0-3 teams after week 3? Did you see that coming? I didn't see that coming.
You know what the weird thing is? I remember Shannon Sharp saying where the best investigators go to are in sports because it's
Mhm.
not like investigating crimes around the place. Nah. It's investigating like the NFL,
Mhm.
NHL, baseball, all the rest of that because that's where the big money's at and all the rest of that. And I feel that way with the writers, right? The writers out there are picking it, no more. And one dude like, hey, do you know we use some good money writing for the NFL? Nigga, that's not a real thing. Come with me. These dudes like got. You remember when you? I'm being very nerdy right now, y'all. Some of y'all will remember this. Remember when Image Comics first came out in the mid '90s, and them artists were like driving Ferraris and Lambos because they were making hand over fist and all
Oh yeah,
that
they were
shit.
making so much money they didn't
They
know
were
what to do
making
with it.
so much money. That's what I feel like the writers of the NFL are. These are like, oh my god, I dropped $5,000. Those type niggas. That's what I think they
So,
are.
we talk. I
No
think
man, these scripts are amazing.
um ever since we started working Tire Sports Show, and this has been a thing since I started watching football, and I would probably say when I hit late high school, I started watching ESPN morning shows and stuff during the summer, especially. There was a
I
player
would
which would
say earlier than that for me when it came to the news shows would be God 97. So I would have to be like 30. Yeah, you're right.
the
Teenagers. Yeah,
so
teenagers. Yeah.
I forgot the NBA player. I think it was Jabari Parker. Might have been Jabari Parker. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, just the nature of just sports shows now have just relegated to just rumors and everybody just basically barking their viewpoint with not much in the way of facts, but just hot takes because that's where we're
Mm-hmm.
at right now. Even on sports radio, we hear the Washington whenever the football team plays and stuff is so much like, oh my god, they lost, and it's like,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
god, chilled. Like so I was on a plane coming from California and Dallas and Arizona's plane, and I'm looking at my phone. And shout out to ESPN and GameCast. I fucking hate GameCast because it takes like 15 minutes for it to update and shit. So I'm on pins and needles, like, what's going on? What's going on? It finally updates. So once I landed and I finally watched the game proper on YouTube, they show the highlights and stuff. So everybody melted down as they do when Dallas loses, and even Dak pointed out, oh my God, trouble in paradise with Dallas because Dak threw one interception.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it a
And
disappointing game? Yes.
yeah,
That was all the
yeah,
defense. That was all
yeah.
defense.
That was pure all defense. It was really weird to me. It was really weird to me how they were just thrown off. Chris, I already told you this, and I'm gonna tell everybody this all the time. I know X of yeah, I know. I saw that too, and I was cracking up. I saw that too, and I was cracking up. Yo, I say this about XFL. I say this about XFL quarterbacks, USFL quarterbacks, and third string quarterbacks. They Google themselves all the time.
Well, my,
Chris,
my bad for saying black powder.
you
Ooh, shit.
calling him black powder. He was like, that's enough. Let's go, Dallas. I'm going to hell for what I just did. I don't care. Because that nigga scorched us. He
Dude, it's no
scorched
different.
us.
D, it's no
Woo!
different than me saying Dion was 8 toes down. I mean, shit. Fuck, come on, come on, it's all jokes,
Oh
you know.
man.
But here's the
Yo,
thing.
I
Here's the
will get
thing.
I look, here's the thing. When we were talking about the game, and I really thought this was going to be an easy game for Dallas. It wasn't. It wasn't. I forgot that the Arizona, Washington.
Defroze. Uh-oh. Something happened. Defroze. Did he froze? Is he back? Oh no. Oh damn. Defroze. Damn it. See, do live shows. This is what happens, but it does help the process. All right, he's back. He's back. I don't know what happened.
I hate this so much. Oh my god, I hate this so much, bro.
So,
of course,
Arizona, Washington.
I'm scared
Hold on, what happened?
to move my finger. So as you see my hand, I got a short.
Got to hold it for the remaining of the show. It's the most.
I'm going to let go.
Oh no! Yes, a shirt.
This is intense, y'all.
Hold up, is it going to your camera or?
Okay, no, it's the whole system. Okay.
Oh wow!
I'm going
Is there a
to
way
let
you could
go.
do the thing where you put the cord over top or something to hold it in place, kind of thing? Because I've done that a couple times on stuff and it works.
Look,
All right. Oh
I'm
shit.
not
Okay,
moving
you good.
much. Yeah, I
All
know.
right.
I'm not moving much.
So
And
Arizona,
God
Washington.
help us.
Okay, Arizona, Washington.
Washington, and a couple of other teams comes right for the Cowboys' neck every single time. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Nah, it's one of those things where, you know, somebody made the comment about like, you know, because Baker and them, they got their ass whipped this past Monday night against Philly. And somebody was like, I don't see how Baker Mayfield is still the quarterback in the NFL. And I was like, guys, you don't understand.
You forgot who the fuck Baker Mayfield is.
But not even that. It's like, I think people aren't realizing, people in Baker Mayfield's position, when you're fighting for an NFL career, you're going to fucking ball the fuck out by any goddamn means. Yes, you're going to fuck up and make mistakes, but you're going to ball out in order to keep sticking around in the NFL for a long time. And that's really the game.
How you think Derek Carr still here? Good looks?
No, you're fighting for your life. You're fighting for your life to stay in the NFL.
There are certain quarterbacks just like I understand they're painfully mid, but somehow Ryan Fitzpatrick has done a couple of commercials. What do you want me to tell you?
Right? Look, we talked about Ryan Fitzpatrick is Fitzmagic. He was when he was in Miami before he got the injury. We were like, Fitzmagic. He was doing things for Miami, and it was great. And everybody kept baffling, like, how is Fitzpatrick still in the NFL? And I'm like, because he's playing as he needs to play. And they're like, fuck it, keep him in. The hell you what? So it's just weird how people ask those questions, and I'm like,
and also, I really think it's just because the hype of the person, what he was supposed to be, and all the rest of that. A lot of that plays into it, and I totally understand that. But even with that, is like it's done with this. Almost, what have you done for me lately? Why the fuck have you haven't won a Super Bowl type of shit? It is so dumb to me. It's really dumb to me.
And that's what makes the game weird because Dallas losing. I was like, all right, cool. I'm with everybody joking. Oh, how about fine, right? But my thing was also too, nobody gave shit of how shitty Patrick Mahomes was playing the first 2 weeks of the NFL. Nobody said nothing. Crickets the whole time. And I'm just like, all right, like, cool. We're just gonna sit here and pretend like, you know, Mahomes wasn't playing like ass the first 2 games of the season, which you can make the case that it was like rust in a way. So, you know, it's the nature of it. It is what it is. What the fuck can you do? You know? So,
and I really think a lot of the quarterbacks who end up getting like rusty, it's not even so much rusty. I think the problem was with Dak was he couldn't do nothing in that red zone.
He even said it. They had to clean it up.
Either, like I said, either Dallas really does stink when it comes to red zone efficiency, or Arizona needs to really be commended for what the fuck they did,
But same time though, hey guys, easy on Arizona because the fact that that Dallas was just marching down the fucking field despite being behind, that speaks volumes on, Arizona did what they had to do, but that's just because Dallas's offense was inefficient when it came down to it. Now, some people said if Zeke was there, maybe he'd been able to punch it in. 50-50 on that. I get the logic.
Major 50-50 on
I
that.
understand the logic. It makes
Major
sense.
50-50 on that because that's taking so much away from Dowell.
Dowell, I think it's Dowell.
Yeah, Dowell. I don't want to fuck up his last name. Yeah, even like that's taking too much. That's taken away from him, man, because he had a decent game. Really, despite what we saw, he had a decent game. The one thing I think people need to admit, number one, Dobbs balled out of control. I saw it last week when he played against the Giants, and they fucked up. And I was like, it worried me this much, but it gave me a reason to root for him this season. Despite, him being a second stringer, it gave me a reason to root for this dude. And I thought that was going to be a bit of a problem. What I didn't see a problem was to another person you need to commend, Connor. Whoa, God, he woke up. That dude ran right over Dallas. Not even us, just kept going at it. I loved it, bro. Actually, he had a great game.
Actually, he ran roughshod on the left side of Dallas. The right side, not so much. The left side, because somebody did a graph of like Connor's run. Oh, the left side he was eating. Right side, no, he was shut down.
Because you're gonna look at that side, you got to go through DeMarcus. You got to go through Micah, then you already slow down. By then, you're gonna have the rest of the team swarm you at that point on that side, because that's really where they do most of their swarming. And God Lord, yeah. Dallas need to clean it up. It was a messy game. There's a reason why I had a Bill Parcells face this whole week. No, yeah, it was ugly. Even if we won that game, I would have still had that same look like, what the fuck, Dallas? like that's the type of fans you and I are. We're not like, oh, the sky is falling. We want look.
We give people 5 to 6 games before we make our judgment call on this.
When I say we're pretty mediocre, I mean we're pretty and mediocre. Okay, so we have a standard at least. Yeah, it's like no, we play playoff football, nigga, and then not do nothing in the playoffs. Come on, Dallas football.
Speaking of which,
see, you have to be like that's why I tell everybody: be honest about your fan base, man. Be honest about yourselves, you know. We're Cowboy fans. We're annoying. Oh, when we get to I got a new job, Chris. When we get to week 5, week 6, and we're rolling, you and I need to be just cowboyed out. I don't know what these niggas roll.
Smoking your herb right now, man. How about them Cowboys?
Chris, I swear, I hope I do not find the asshole glasses. Because I will wear them every fucking game. We're the little Dallas Stars. Hey, what's up, everybody? That's the asshole glasses. I hate them. I want a pair so bad.
Folks, I got the gift and memed wearing the full hat and glasses when Dallas beat came back on the Falcons on that play. I was like, yo, that was a big dick swinging energy that day. It was like, oh my God.
It got gift and is still memed, and good for you, Chris. I love the fact that I helped you be a part of the Cowboys Nation in some type of way.
I gotta be honest, that was the game. Funny enough, that was the game that season that did turn around for Dallas to where they actually got into the playoffs and they actually won their division game.
Chris, real talk, you was a real dick about it. You were a real dick. The Chris, like I said again, me and Chris are the quieter Cowboy fans. So you know it's a problem when Chris has full cowboy hat glasses. Hopefully Chris did the full thing. Tuck in the jersey.
No, it was out. But no, people don't understand.
I would have did it like, hey, how's it going, guys?
People don't understand that game. ESPN had the Falcons at 99% winning that game at one point.
Fuck us up.
Man, look, they were fucking us up, and all of a sudden we were like, hold on, is Dallas coming back? Nah, they wouldn't. Oh no. Oh my God.
It was one of those games where the Falcons.
Oh no, the core. This is gonna be a fun episode. But hey, that's the nature of this show. Oh, there he is.
I figured out the code to this thing.
But nah, the Falcons that game, that 28-3 curse just oozed out of them that game.
No, it was one of those games for them, man. But yeah. So like, look. I think not enough credit is getting thrown towards the Cardinals for their victory, though. I
Oh
really
yeah,
don't.
I
Because
mean,
they were primed for this. They got 2 games that should have been theirs taken away.
now here's the
That's
thing.
the way I see it.
San Fran, don't sleep on the Cardinals. That's all I'm saying. Because hey, Cardinals, watch your back. Hey, 49ers, watch your back. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying you're gonna lose, but
I'm not going that far because I always think that always have this thing that Dallas loses to the teams that all the better teams in the NFL go, could be me. I always feel that way, yeah.
All I'm saying
no matter
is,
what, it'd be like, shit, I could lose to whomever. Because, I hate it when even, like, in this case, the Redskins got that over us. So they're going to be taunting it, oh, man, y'all are the dubs.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Speaking of Commanders, they got fucking dogged, walked by the Bills, as we knew they were, but not this goddamn bad. I thought they would at least put up a fight, man. It's 37-3, dog.
Chris, I told you they were going to lose. I told you they were going to get their ass killed.
I didn't think it was going to be this bad, dude. I thought they were going to
Commanders ants.
I thought they were going to put up like at least 15, 14, something.
Chris, Chris, I told all of y'all. That morning what Colorado got the day before. The Commanders had that same ass whooping building for them too.
Well, hold on though. Not to be outshined though, the Broncos looked at the Commanders and said, "Hold my beer," because whoa boy, 70-20. I'm sorry, I don't believe the Dolphins are that good. I know they're good. They ain't that goddamn good.
No. What we saw was the football gods going, yes, Josh. You do make a good point, my son. Maybe they should feel your pain. And it's a football guy. So, he's out there shirtless, has something scarred in his chest. I asked for one game.
70-20, D. I had
they do that. They do that. You're like, did you do it? I don't feel no different. We did it already. Wait a minute. So what exactly? Wait a minute. I just thought about something. What's going to be the thing that's not going to happen to me? And they just disappear on his ass because there's always a consequence. He didn't think far ahead. Like, wait a minute. What's the consequence for me in doing this shit? So my thing is this. It's going to be a hell of a rebound, Dolphins. It's going to be a hell of a rebound because the gods are going to want payment. And when they get their payment for this, I'm sorry. Think back to this game. Because they giveth and they taketh away. I keep telling y'all that, man. So
Tua is going to be sacrificed to the gods.
I don't think it's going to be
Chris, or Tyreek.
That's 70 points.
Or Tyreek.
Something. No. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Something has to go. Something is like we're doing good.
I mean, let's be real, dude.
On payment, my son.
Let's be real. Dallas paid penance, if we want to be honest with you. After they mollywopped the Giants 40-0, they paid penance with that Phoenix, the Arizona game. So you might have a correlation here. You don't whoop the shit out of somebody without there being a downslope to this. So you might have something with this. You may have something with that. That's I could see that. I could yeah. Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. No. Oh no. It's D. Okay, I see D. Okay, I hear clicking. I hear clicking. This is gonna be fun. This is going to be funny the whole time. We'll do it though. Or unless I would say D could do it over his. Well, he doesn't have his phone. Damn it. Doesn't have a phone on him. Because I would say, how are we going to do this? When he gets back on, I'll ask. Because I would say if D does this over his phone, this will probably be the better option. It looks like he might be taking my advice on that. He may be taking my advice on that one, which would be great. Because if that happens, that would be excellent. All right. Hang tight, folks. D's coming on. All right, D's here. All right. Oh, unless he's back on his computer. I was about to say, like, is he coming back on? Might happen. All right. All right. So D's back in. Okay. So I'm assuming you got whatever working. Ah. Oh no. All right. All right. D's back. Let's see what happens. Will it work? Live show, folks. We're almost there. Figure this whole thing out because that's what we do. But while D's figuring this out and such, yeah, man, I honestly, God, did not see 70-20 coming. I actually lost a fantasy game straight up off that. Like, the opponent that I had Miami's defense, and yeah, that was a tragedy. But hey, it's Miami this year. That's what they're gonna do. Trying to think. Titans Browns. I think a lot of people saw that coming. Let's see what happens. All right. Are you back officially, D?
I don't know.
I just see the modem is down, so it's like, all right, he's working now.
I'm more than mildly upset now.
Can you do it over your phone? Or did you get a phone yet?
No. Nah, not a good one. Not good enough. No,
Okay.
look.
Anyways,
look.
While we're here. But anyways, Titans Browns. Browns won. I mean, their defense, Myles Garrett and all of them did their thing. Deshaun Watson is Deshaun Watson. What do you want? It's the Browns. Again, we're 3 games in, so it's hard to.
They got lucky.
You think so?
I feel like they should have lost this game. I feel like they should have just lost.
I feel that's just that's jadedness coming out of you when you say that.
No. It's just like, good on you, Deshaun. With every victory, he feels more nestled and like, yeah, I like it here. I could actually do something.
Oh man, I tell you who had a great game, that white boy Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy on Thursday night.
Yes, they
49ers on a roll.
Yes,
They're on
they
a
did.
roll. They're on a roll. They beat Giants as
Yeah.
expected, even though I thought that was my upset pick. I thought the Giants might have did something, but my bad for thinking that the Giants were going
told
to
you
do
the
something.
Giants are gonna have a chance in it.
I mean, once they
I told you the Giants had no chance in that game.
I mean, let's look at their running attack. They don't have their boy anymore, so now they got to go behind Matt
They don't
Breida.
have nothing.
Matt Breida's their guy, I guess. Oh man, yeah, we yeah. So,
And their whole running game is like it's in shambles. It's in shambles. The word you love to use, shambles.
Shambles. Yes, shambles. Death taxes and the Patriots beating the Jets for like the 15th time in a row.
The Jets, this is what they get. I told you again, the gods want payment and they get it in any type of form they get it in.
It's like you weren't supposed
Boy,
to beat. You weren't supposed to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
You must pay penance.
Do you know the digging they're doing to make sure they find to find a backup there? Oh man,
Going to Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is on deck.
Fuck with Zach. Phillip Rivers is not going to go.
Oh, you don't think Phillip Rivers is going to go? Oh, damn. Oh, man. Hold up. See if D clicks back on. It's back and forth, folks. Let's see what happens. He's still with us. He didn't disconnect off. So he's still here.
Oh, my God.
You should just do it with no camera just to see what happens.
I'm really that delayed?
No, I can hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right, cool.
He's not going to leave his humble abode, aka
9 kids.
Yes, 10 now, remember?
Oh, 10 kids. My bad. He's white. Of course he has 10 kids.
Wait, what? Oh God! Anyway,
hey, did you love how Colin Kaepernick wrote a letter to the Jets, like trying to get a job? And I'm like, bro, you called the NFL owners slave drivers. Did you really think you were going to get a job back at NFL again? Like, come on, dog.
Like dog, you stop that. That was this is a PR stunt.
I love you, Colin, but come on, dog. At this point, it feels like it. I hate to say it, but yeah,
I feel like that was either a PR stunt or somebody really.
Oh, damn. You know what? The Jets did sell their soul for, because I'm going to keep it real. We said it like when the trade happened. Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets on paper, it sounds novel that he's on the Jets, but there's the expectations of what he was going to do for the organization. We'll see what happens. And then he's down. And well, I don't think that organization really thought on the back end of what happens when Aaron Rodgers is out, and this is what happens.
They had no idea what they were getting. They had no idea what they were. They had no backup, none of that, and they were thinking like, well, maybe he could teach the young one. and knowledge works as
knowledge
good.
Is power.
I got into this argument about who was it about Hakeem Olajuwon when Gilbert Arenas got mad about Hakeem Olajuwon taking money from all those centers, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Man, Hakeem's this and Hakeem's that. Man, he knows this, he knows that, and he can teach these kids that." And I agree, yes, he can. But he can't make none of them niggas all-stars. So he's taking them kids' money for no damn reason.
They have to have the drive to want to do it.
Use it, and they can no, you cannot make a kid who is a 65 at 90. Okay, you cannot do that. I'm with like what Jerry Stackhouse said to Kwame Bryant all those years ago, bruh.
Dude, I'm mad that D gets right to the good part and it just cuts off immediately. It's like, damn it, we can't even get anything good. It's like, But nah, yeah, that whole thing really is like a consistent. It's at this point, and it's not just Colin. It's a lot of other people that really don't understand the nature of the NFL right now. It's like, all right, I understand if you're a black person, you look at that like, oh, Colin needs to play, but it's like, bro, the NFL paid that dude $20 million just he got paid by the NFL $20 million in a settlement just so they can say, all right, dude, here's your money, get the fuck out of here. And then to go back in and be like, hey, I want to be part of the Jets organization is like, bro, come on. Like, who you kidding? Who you kidding at this point? And I think those are the things right there where it went from a lot of us that was supporting Colin through his efforts, and then it turned around to, okay, so you want a job back in the NFL after you talk cash shit, even if it is the truth. Like, come on. And I think the big thing about, let's go with the idea that an NFL team humors pulling Colin Kaepernick on the team. Then it ends up turning into a big media frenzy for that team, and not even in a good way, but in a bad way, because it's like, all right, he's a distraction, and not a distraction in terms of just saying that. It's a distraction in terms of, okay, if a coach doesn't play him, or he's just a backup to whatever quarterback and stuff, whatever, it's still going to be in like, okay, well, he's the backup for the Jets behind Zach Wilson. Why don't you play Colin instead of Zach Wilson? And then Zach has to sit there and have to deal with all the bullshit from everybody because Colin Kaepernick is his backup. And I think people don't want to look at those options in the bigger scheme of things and stuff. And it's sad, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, and stuff, because it's like, you want to be down, you want to be up for that player and stuff to get that redemption or get a chance to play. But then it's like, you have to kind of look at the bigger picture of everything and just kind of see how everything goes and stuff. But, it is what it is. Hopefully D's back on, or whatever he's doing. It's like, these. Hold up, D's in there. Hold up. Might be able to have a fix and work around with this. All right. Let's see if whatever D is trying to do works. All right. So D's back on.
Yo.
Yeah,
Oh
I hear you.
shit! Really?
What? What happened?
Hold up.
Did you fix it? It's like D was here. Ah,
Boy has a bit of a theory.
what happened?
I think this fucking high-powered camera is the problem.
So your
But
work. So you're golden now.
no, I
I
just
mean,
got a theory, son. That's all.
but anyways, uh, what was I saying? Oh, I mean, speaking of, people that are like 65 and playing at 90. So apparently, Gardner Minshew decided to sit there and put the Colts in position to beat the Ravens, which I didn't see coming.
Let me tell you something. I saw that fucking whole game, and it was actually pretty entertaining. I was rooting for the draw, but what I
I
got
want the
was
draw
even
too.
no, but what we got was even better. Remember when I asked you early this season, hey, Ravens, I'm for all this, man. For all this. Glad you gave it to Lamar. The gods are going to want payment.
And payment they got.
Oh, did you see how many people got hurt in that last game?
It's already enough.
Oh,
It's already enough that you lost
that's
a couple of people, and now this.
I feel bad. I feel bad for them. Oh, this is the Ravens. I really don't feel bad for
But
them.
hey, D, the Texans got to win.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
CJ Stroud, the goat.
All right. We did it, guys. Yay. Bro.
You beat the
That's what I got
Jaguars.
from that. That's what I got from it.
Meanwhile, Bears can't buy a win for shit. And you had the Chiefs.
Man, the Chiefs were like
They bullied their ass.
Children, we need it this weekend. Thank you so much.
Taylor Swift in the house.
Oh, look at you. Yo. I know people were sick. Also, I'm gonna say about it. Black people who care deeply about this, why? Why do you care?
Why do you care that Kelsey? I have Blue Stripe Matters mustache wearing motherfuckers dating Taylor Swift. Oh, he dated a white woman. Okay, cool. Like the fuck do I care?
Like it's not even that to me. It's like, did y'all lose money in this?
Thank you.
Where was your what? Like, and my thing was, why is your blackness so tested by this?
Yo, dude.
Like, is it because, like, and I said that, is it because you fetishize swirl relationships, or you legit like, oh damn, how this is gonna make me and my husband look? Your white husband make us look like what? Shauna, what are you doing again? What like?
You know what? The last
I gotta
time
feel that's a black woman thing, but I feel like that's even mean to say, but that's what I feel, man. It's like,
last time we saw a white couple stir up something in the media was Carrie Underwood and Tony Romo, and everybody was like, "Is Carrie Underwood distracting Tony Romo?" And
no, it wasn't Carrie Underwood. It was motherfucking Jessica Simpson.
Just Jessica Simpson. My bad. I said Carrie Underwood. Jessica Simpson. Is she distracting Tony Romo from not being a good player?
Oh man, they did that. They did it up to him, man.
I was like, bro, he's just dating Jessica Simpson. The fuck does it matter? Like,
bring a starlet. Leave me alone.
Can I just play golf? Like, Jesus.
God, I just want to play in her box a couple times. I don't really care about her like that. God, stop putting the camera on her.
It's like, Jesus, I'm married.
Like how low is the ratings for y'all to do it? And I feel like Jerry Jones, like, yeah, keep the camera on her. She's so pretty. She's so pretty.
Didn't he end up marrying his daughter or some shit like that or whatever?
Something like that. I don't know the story. I really don't. Yeah. I really don't care. To be
honest. Don't either, but you know. But hey, D. If it had to be the Chargers and Vikings to get a win, I'm glad the Chargers got a win just so their coach can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Like,
no. Brandon Staley is still on the hot. Is still his nutsack is still roasted on that hot seat, dog.
Oh no, D. At the last week where he got all fucking damn pissy with the damn media and shit, so I'm pretty sure he's like, "Oh, thank God, I can finally breathe a sigh of relief."
Boy, if the like
he got very Susan last week.
shout out to Tree for calling them Liquid LA. I die laughing, but I was
really
like,
are.
but here's my problem because I'm such a nerd. Wait a minute, so that means they're just superior brothers. like, did you really want to make that joke? Did you really want to make that joke?
Well, you know
Like,
they are.
like but then again, like I ain't calling them niggas solid. Like they ain't about to happen.
I mean, they ain't the Rams after Joe. My leg is sort of still better, but not really. Burrow beat them, so you know, hey.
But look, they got look. That was the win. I think that we were really striving for, and we was really going for.
Did it
to make sure that we actually did it. And what was so good was that we can go. Like next week, we're going to go to the Discovery Zone. We're going to bounce around, have a good old time. And me, no, Scott, no, sorry, I said the wrong place. Yeah, and we're going to go to the Sky Zone, and we're going to jump around, have a good old time. Me and Jamar, we're going to have a good old time. You know, T can't come because T dropped a whole lot of balls, and that's all he do is drop balls because he's in love with a girl, and a girl's gross. But me and Jamar, we laugh at we laugh at him funny. Ain't it right, Jamar? Yeah, get out the way. Yeah, this is what we. Oh man, Joe. Yeah, what's wrong, Mom? Joseph. You've been playing too much. You've been playing too much. No, Mom. All right. Hey, I only have 2 pizzas. All right. Order another one. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mom.
But D, you know.
I can just imagine Joe darting off to the little jungle gym in his motherfucking socks.
But D, on the opposite end of Monday night.
I love it. I always love it.
You know, the Bucks were in it, and then Mayfield threw an interception, and the Eagles smelled blood in the water, and that was a wrap.
Yeah.
All it takes is one. Well, and here's the wild part: Jalen Hurts threw 2 interceptions, and the Bucks couldn't do dick shit with that. 2 interceptions. That should automatically just doom your team, and somehow Baker Mayfield and them couldn't do nothing.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, man. The Buccaneers are what we all thought they were. Nothing. Okay. All right. We're done. This is
cool.
This is done. We're done now. Okay. Same thing. So look. Here's the thing. What happened to the Bucks is the same thing. What happened to the Redskins, which also, by the way, I didn't mention it. The Bears have no shot of doing anything.
They're competing for that first round draft pick.
Oh man, they're my favorite in the Tank Bowl, number 1, and number 2. I really see them exploding the entire team next year.
Gotta be honest, it's gonna be the Jets and Bears for that Tank Bowl title.
Oh man, I don't think it's gonna be the Jets. I don't think the Jets is gonna fall that far.
OOD. If these next 2 games, the Jets lose those next 2 games. Tank Bowl.
Wait. What's the next 2 games? Just to ask the question. Right. What are the next 2 games?
The Jets' next 2 games are the Chiefs. Ha!
That's it. All right, we're done.
Bronco country. Yeah. Broncos need to win somewhere, and it's going to be the Jets. Sorry.
Speaking of which, you already mentioned it. I'm gonna say my little piece about it. What I really think was in favor of the Dolphins was the fact that it really showed the extent of their offensive power, but I think that's all they really are. I don't know. We so far we don't know how they really play from behind against a good team. All right, we see how they play against an all right team, but I need to see how really good they play from behind.
Got the Bills next division game, 1 p.m. That's gonna be the test.
Yeah,
because if you can't stop Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones. Wow.
If you can't stop what I was told, Jay Cutler with a better arm, boy, the dragging that Josh Allen has been getting this year is deserved, but still.
Hey, if Josh Allen and them get off to a big lead, I'm looking at Miami like y'all better answer.
Yeah,
and if they shut down Tyreek, I'm looking at Arcane like, so you gonna do something? Arcane, you gonna do something?
I'm just saying, man. We're gonna see what they're about. We're gonna see what
Adversity.
they're about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the.
adversity.
But speaking of which, Seahawks won. Congrats to them. That was actually
Yay!
congrats to them. Hey, you love to see it. You love to see Gino and them doing their thing. It's
Hey,
great.
easy. Shut the fuck up.
But D Raiders Nation, whew, Steelers and Kenny Pickett.
Man, look, here's the thing. The Steeler fans are getting loud. They're rumbling. And the only reason I say they're rumbling is because they think they earned something. All right. So
Hey, NASCAR's own Kenny Pickett did it for him.
Shut the fuck up. Shit, they almost lost that game with ESD, but we ain't.
I don't know. Let's be honest with you. The Raiders are the Raiders.
So. Oh, they never had a chance, but almost lost that thing. Chill out.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. What can you know? You know what's funny? This is Jonathan Taylor's in the hot seat with the Colts at this point.
Yeah, he should be. I mean, not should be, but they're going to get rid of him. I told you they're not even going to
mid-season or at the end of the season.
Shit, they're going to try to ship him out as soon as they can. I don't know what that's going to be. As soon as they feel as though, as soon as they feel they got something good and insulting enough, they're going to do it. Note what I just said, insulting. Trust me. They're gonna trade that nigga for like some peanuts and some and dog hair, you know. I mean, they're not even gonna they're gonna give that nigga away for free if they can, man.
Going into week 4, I think the big game is Dallas, New England, because Zeke is playing against his former team. And it's gonna be interesting because Zeke has been working out pretty decently for the Patriots, you know, in terms of getting yards and such.
D is yelling, man.
Yeah, I know.
I have nothing to that, but I will say, I wonder where the Patriots are going to. I wonder where the Patriots are mentally at this point because this is a long season already, fool.
I mean, it's weird because it's like I sense a 7-9 season personally.
You're better than me, so yeah, I understand that, man.
I sense a 7-9 season and stuff. If they beat the Dolphins, that'd be interesting.
No, we'll see. But I think that will be one of the bright, the look to games, not only because of the Cowboys, but because of just off of fan bases alone, a lot of people are going to be watching that fucking game. So yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Patriots. I got Cowboys, obviously.
Of course.
Thursday night game though, Lions and Packers. I think that's gonna be a good game.
I think the Lions are going to be up for that one.
Yeah, I mean they came out swinging this past weekend. Hey, good on Jared Goff and them. Jared Goff is finally finding his groove a little bit. So I'm like, all right, they might get Montgomery back because Montgomery was out with an injury, so they might get Montgomery back, which is pretty good. Falcons Jaguars. That's in London too.
I'm gonna go for the Jags as they're in their home base.
That is their home base. I'm gonna go Falcons.
I'm going with Jacksonville, even though their offense is going nowhere. So
you don't believe in the Trevor Lawrence experience? Sir?
No, they're just not going nowhere. They're not producing like they should be, man. It's really inefficient. They're not as efficient as they should be. You know?
Yeah. Dolphins, Bills. I'm going Bills.
Yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I still want to see how this team plays from behind because I think they're going to just get up on Buffalo as soon as they can. But then again, like I said, Buffalo would be the best team to smack them right in the mouth. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. And look, and even we'll be saying smacking the team out in the mouth. And let's just say they lose. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that to dishearten anybody to make them feel like their team is shit or nothing. It's just that I don't believe your team is the bullies you think they are right now.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I see you, Wallace. You're beating up all the small kids. Those are 6th graders. You're a 9th grader. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I would like to see how what happens when they get popped. So that's all.
In the battle of somebody needs a fucking win, Broncos and Bears. Whew. Going Broncos on that one.
Wow. Chris, how is it week 4? And we finally got a prime time. This is a pure Tank Bowl because we already know that the Bears are going to make a statement that they need to be in the Tank Bowl in this game. On the other end, we have the Broncos who are walking themselves right into the Tank Bowl playoffs, and they cannot stop the train. So this is already shaping out to be one of the. I'm hyped for this game.
I am too.
I'm hyped. Let's go Bears.
Hey.
Mess up the tank, Bears. Mess up the tank and let the ride will never end. Let's go.
The cherry on top would be Tony Romo doing commentary for this.
Boy, no, it's not. Boy, they're gonna get this to the B team, man. I hope they get. Actually, no. I hope they get this to Greg Olsen because Greg is going to go. Look at this. Look at it. Look. You call this football? Look who's coming on his side. You have the inside. Like, there's nobody. By the way, much like I praise Tony Romo, Tony is slowing down, but I love the energy, both him and Greg Olsen, and I think one more player who's now doing commentary. I forgot who it is. Really good. And I like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I really love Greg Olsen because now it's like, okay, who's really going to be Madden? Who's going to be the Madden of all these dudes that are coming out, right? Because I feel that there's a good batch of these guys. One's going to come out and we're going to be hitting our 70s and shit. And we're going to see this nigga all flat and like, you know what, back in 2014, yeah, nigga, them was the days, bro. I thought that was going to be, for real talk, I thought it was going to be like somebody like Brian Urlacher or something like that. It might be Greg Olsen.
Gotta be honest with you, man.
Tony might bounce back and be more energetic than he usually is and actually be really, really good at it because everybody's saying it might be Tony because Tony walking it. So, yeah, we got some, like I said, we got some candidates, Chris, and I love it. I love it, man.
Somehow we still getting a hype-ass, old-ass Michael Irvin still coked out of his mind doing
what I need? You know what I need right now, though? I do need Gus Johnson to do more top of the line. Gus Johnson is the best one. Look, I was letting who was it? Donnie was watching the highlights with me of it was the first when Colorado was going against TCU, and Donnie was really into it just because you like the announcer, yeah, who's that? That's Gus Johnson. That's a black dude. He's like, oh, the dude with the fade. Yeah, him. The dude with the fade. Yes, it's some dude. It's a black dude with a fade. Talks like this. First and 10. He goes up. Yes. I'm like, Gus is the best one. He's the best one of all of them, man. I need him with a Greg Olsen. I need him with a Tony Romo. Just so they can bounce. I need that dude to be the number one, man. So that's all that. Wait. Back to it.
Ravens-Browns division game.
Browns.
Go on, Ravens.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Chris. This is Deshaun gonna put hands all over the Ravens.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Quote the Raven, assault.
In front of my salad, Deshaun.
Oh my God, Deshaun. You know you ain't supposed to be in here.
Oh, man.
You know your lawyer said you cannot be nowhere where girls are wearing two pieces. You know that's against the Deshaun is going. I got Deshaun beating them. He's going to try to really make it a thing. And I think the Ravens are losing gas already, man, because it's a combination of what you said, Chris, in the first game of the year. Hey, Ravens, you need to shut the fuck up and figure out who you are. They still haven't. And now you have so many lost people in this squad.
Andrews,
dog, that is a whole.
Andrews just came back.
What is that?
They say Andrews just came back. So
yeah. But still, dog, you got half that squad that is beating the hell. What are you going to do? And y'all still have no identity right now, man. Whatever. All
right. Rams, Colts.
Rams.
Yeah,
Rams. I should root for the Colts because I want Colts fans to really live in the hell that they have. Because every game, the more justified Ursi gets, and the more energy he gives out.
Yep.
And so I need them to be as victorious as possible, but they're losing this game.
Woo! Bengals Titans. I'm going Bengals.
Well, this is an interesting game because the Bengals can fuck this game up, but I'm gonna go with Bengals.
Division battle, Bucks Saints. Going with the Baker Mayfield experience on this one.
I'm gonna have to go with Baker Mayfield and them because right now Derek Carr could be out for a couple weeks, and Jameis Winston. How is it, man? How is it, bro? Jameis? I'm not gonna play that clip. Pain, just pain. Just that's what's gonna be.
Where was the pain, Jameis?
Yeah, just pain. It was pain everywhere. So we got to keep on pushing through and being resilient.
That's all they got right now. That's all they got. Just pain right now.
This is gonna be a good game. Commanders Eagles. Upset pick. Commanders.
I don't have this being the upset game for them. I don't. I don't think the Eagles are going to lose to the Commanders. I think.
Are they going to bully them or just beat them?
I think something interesting is happening right now, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I think the gods are going to say, Philadelphia, you thought we forgot. What? I don't know. I got a feeling somebody's gone in this game. I hate to be that person.
Chase Young just looks at Jalen Hurts wrong, and Jalen Hurts just crumbles like,
Hey. As much as I want that, you saying that? No. Something far more important. When he gets there, where they're like, "Ha! You didn't get me." He looks down at his guard.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that offensive line is nice. I like it. Yes, and the gods like it too. I'm not saying it. He's not putting that voodoo. I don't do that to nobody because these players are important to the NFL. They are important to everything, and I don't want them to see it hurt. But I think the gods are going to want something from the Eagles soon. I just know it.
Yeah.
But, I could be wrong, and they just be saving it up just for them in the playoffs like they always do.
Yeah. We need to get this win. Vikings and Panthers. Woo!
Man, Vikings.
Panthers.
Vikings. Good luck. Come on, man. They're going to lose this game, Chris. Ooh, they're going to lose this game. Anyway. I know what I said, but they're going to lose this game, niggas.
Yeah. Steelers, Texans. I'm going Steelers.
Steelers. Give them more confidence.
Liquid LA versus the Raiders. I'm going to Chargers on this one.
I got the Raiders.
All right. We already said Cowboys, Patriots. My upset pick.
What time they playing? What time they playing though?
4 p.m.
All right, cool.
Upset pick number 2. I got Cardinals over 49ers.
I don't have the Cardinals losing. I have the Cardinals getting their ass kicked.
Okay.
I think again, the 49ers are going to get theirs at a good time. So don't worry.
Sir, you don't think Black Powder is going to fucking put his magic on against the 49ers?
Oh, dude. That game just ensured him to get a contract with some team. Okay, his work is over with.
Hey, you beat Dallas. Hey, shit. Golden ticket, baby.
Hey, the God show favors sometimes. You know how that goes, man.
Well, we already say the Chiefs are going to bully the shit out of the Jets, so I don't even know.
Yeah, that's not even going to be a game.
in New Jersey, man. Jesus Christ, that's a Sunday night. That's a Sunday night game.
They're gonna beat the shit out of them, bro.
Seahawks Giants. That's going to be an interesting game. I got the Giants on that one.
Seahawks Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks.
Okay. So Damian Lillard is finally free of.
Now he's a son of a buck.
Now on paper, I don't jump on the bandwagon of saying, "Oh man, NBA champions," because I did that with the Nets and I lost. I looked stupid afterwards.
Yeah, and I understand that, man.
So this one, I don't want to sit there and say that this team is broken
So
Yet.
so the question is what they lose? Well, you lose Drew Holiday. Is that a bad thing? No, Drew for Dame. Yeah, that seems proper enough.
Well,
Problem is this: you still lose Drew Holiday. Drew is a true floor general. So,
mhm.
and I'm not saying that Dame can't do it because Dame can do that. That's ridiculous to think that he can't. You've seen the
Yeah.
motherfucking contract that he got. The problem I have with it is, so Giannis, you talk that trash, that hot shit to KD, but you're about to benefit off of some shit like that.
Mhm. So here's the breakdown.
That's my problem. My other problem is Dame. Loyalty, though, my nigga. Loyalty.
Right?
You know what happened? You know what happened? And I'm pretty sure it happened a year before. I'm pretty sure it happened a year before here in DC. Russ looked at Bradley and said, fuck that, nigga. Get your ring.
Thank you.
So so that's all I'm saying. I get loyalty. Loyalty is only good for niggas who are mid, if you ask me. That's what I'm saying. If you are the cream of the crop and you demand a championship, you either seek it or tell that team to get you what you need.
Help.
And they ain't gonna do that, nigga. Bounce, become something greater.
Yeah.
With somebody or with some people or at a new stage, huh? There's no need for y'all dudes to stay in these spots just to please some rich season tickets people, man. They can see you. They can see you playing in a different city, man. Like, come the fuck on, man.
So
It ain't that damn important, bro. So yeah, I like that's what I'm looking at. Like, oh, for real, Dame. Anyway, whatever.
So Milwaukee gets Portland. Portland gets Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Tumani Kamara, Milwaukee's 2029 unprotected first round draft pick, and unprotected Milwaukee swap rights in 2028 and 2030. The Suns,
God damn, all the way in 2030.
The
I
Suns,
forgot a lot of teams are doing that proactive trade shit like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, deep. But I only think you can go like 5 or 6 years or something like that. You can't go too deep.
The Suns were a part of this deal, so the Suns will get Jusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson.
Hold on. So they get Nurkic. Wait a minute. This is Suns.
Mm-hmm.
So they lose Ayton, and they get Nurkic and who else?
Grayson Allen, Little, and Keon Johnson.
I don't know. I don't know too much about those little dudes. I know Nurkic. Nurkic is a decent pickup. That's a decent pickup to a team that's already a little bit deep and needing some. He might be a great addition to the Suns. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about Little and them too much, man. I can't really say too much about that, man.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
But the Bucks only get Dame.
Yep.
And Portland gets the God. So who Portland have? Nobody. Hey, Ayton. Hey, DeAndre, you get everything you wanted, bro. It's your team now, man. You the star. You can. You couldn't be happy with what you had, and now they took it away. You are merely a trading post for a greater God.
Yeah.
Good for them, man. But for real, now I have no choice but to go to a Bucks game next year because my sons are super Dame Leonard fans, and one of my sons, if he can touch Giannis, that will be his life goal. So I have no choice but to go see the Bucks again next year. Yeah.
Hey, did you see how fucking Jimmy came in and Jimmy Butler was like, "Hey, NBA, y'all need to look into the Bucks for tampering."
I'm with him too.
But
I'm kind of with that, but at the same time, hey, shut up, Jim. Shut up, Jimmy. You were. I bet the second they said they were about to trade somebody, you was like, "Fuck no."
But the thing is, I'm with Jimmy though, because Jimmy was pissed because it seems as though Pat Riley didn't do his due diligence to try to at least tempt Dame to come to Miami, and it makes me wonder what would Miami had to give up. Because it think Tyler Hero probably had to be traded for that.
number one, just being honest, you couldn't trade off Lowry like that.
Mm-mm.
The only reason why is because he's not going to have a whole lot of value, and what are people going to give up to bring him to a different team like that? But even so, I think Miami would have had to trade more than they were willing to. I think that's just where it just ended, beginning and end. When they was like, okay, Dame, we can get you here, but we got to do it like this. And Dame was like, okay, for that number, I bet do it. All right, other teams, y'all see this shit? Nigga, we ain't going for that. No, we're not. If you are, you're going to have to give us this. Okay, Dame, we can't do it. I think that's where it began, and I think that's where it ended. They just couldn't do the deal. They were going to have to give up probably a good portion of that team.
Mhm.
But because this is not the Chris Paul situation in LA, where it was like, really, David? Why couldn't they do that? You know, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? This just seems kind of one of those things where it's like, it went out like that. I don't know, whatever.
Sorry,
So what's up?
this is a
What's
joke
up?
that I'll tell you offline. This shit's hilarious. But nah, yeah, that. So did you see what Jabari Parker was talking about? Was saying,
Was this the thing about what the league is like and shit?
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Go ahead, list it off.
I
Say
want
what you said, I'll tell you what I feel.
I just want to be part of something legitimate. I want to be a part of every game matters. Sadly, the NBA is a business, and there are 10 to 12 teams that try to win every game, and the other half is trying to get a draft pick. Where does that
Yeah.
leave good players? You either have to be super good or bad
Yeah.
to lose games. It's no excuse to see DeMarcus Cousins, Dwight Howard, or John Wall, guys who are potentially going to the Hall of Fame. Seeing those guys not have a job, we are seeing the league get watered down, unfortunately.
What? Wait, what? Wait, okay. John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, who else he say? Just
Dwight
one.
Howard.
And Dwight Howard.
Mhm.
The white got a ring. He's a journeyman. Enjoys being a fucking journeyman. The reason why he can't get on no team right now, I think he pissed off too many execs.
Mm.
DeMarcus Cousins. If a stiff breeze comes out of nowhere, he's going to get hurt. He's not worth putting up the money to put on a court right now with
Mhm.
millions of dollars. That's going to have to, because yes, he is worth every penny. Here's the problem about it, nigga. I'm not trying to waste this money just for you to get hurt and have a stiff back. I'm sorry, DeMarcus.
10 games into the season. Shit.
And look,
Damn.
and this is coming from a dude who's a fan of him. I don't want to see you hurt again. I'm tired of seeing him hurt. I'm tired of seeing dudes who love this game shredded their body apart. And I don't want to see DeMarcus out there. Finally, we go on John Wall. John fell down a flight of stairs that is called the NBA. And I am so sorry. He was a superstar here in DC, but he kept getting hurt.
Injured.
He kept getting hurt. And when he finally got good, yes, he went to the Rockets. And then when he got really good, he went over to the Clippers, and then they fucked him. Yes, he got fucked and went back to the team he didn't want to go to. And I understand that. That sucks. And now he's on no team right now. You know what? And I feel like he's better off not being on no team. Brother, you made your money. You still love it out here in DC. You love it out here, nigga. Like, nah, bro, you done. And that's not saying that they're not no good no more. Yeah. That's the other problem I have. You know what I mean? And like, yo, Jabari, shut up.
But I have the list.
Shut up. Anyway, go ahead. The list. Okay.
Analytics made teams play the patterns.
Yes, he's right. Yes. He's right. I don't disagree with that.
Veterans got pushed out the league. 50-50. 50-50 on that.
That's a big 50-50.
Only stars can take middies.
Shut the fuck up.
Post play got eliminated. Yes, but that's due to the game changing.
Yeah, and I'm not like, and I, as much as I am really mad that it's gone, really a lot of post play got eliminated. I get it. That's just how the game changed. But here's the funny thing I noticed about like the game of basketball. If you throw that out in the middle of a game to confuse a strategy, it is so amazing how Bamas can't play the post game and they get ate up by dudes that know how to do it. So I totally understand it. I understand that was a big part of the 90s and in the 2000s, man. I totally understand that. But nah, bro, you know, whatever.
league went too young. I
Shut the
don't know.
fuck up. Shut the
Okay.
fuck up. It's always been like that.
Rules softer than ever.
Ugh.
Okay.
That's yes and no.
I feel that the people
is
that
yes
say
and no.
that they just want the what you want a clothesline from hell somebody now.
That's
Is that
what I'm saying. What you want, like, first off, you can't foul like that. You never could. I know those clips on YouTube are funny, but shut up, nigga. That's not basketball. Yes, some of these rules you can't touch and all the rest of that. My problem with that, Chris, is what I always said. It's not because it's too soft. It's because you eliminated a portion of the game that was important for dudes who are guards and dudes who were smaller to use that against bigger guys. Because you eliminated that rule, the guard can run around everywhere and all the rest of it. Thus, post play is eliminated and all the rest of that shit. I understand how that feels.
It's very frustrating.
That's a part of the game, man. I'm sorry, because there was parts in the because all through the history of NBA, you can say certain times were soft. So we're not doing that. I get it, man.
Scoring is very inflated.
That's. I feel like that's not dubious, but
9 3-point shooters taking threes. Oh yes, that is.
Can we talk about that though, Jabari?
Bro,
can we talk about that now? Jabari, you my nigga for that because I always had a problem with that. Nigga, why are you shooting three? You can't shoot a three. The best words that came from a very mid college coach was, how have you ever shot that shot before? Have you worked on that shot?
Who taught you that shot?
Who taught you to shoot that way?
I didn't teach you to shoot.
Stop shooting. The best thing that we need more coaches like Patrick Ewing in that instance to say some stuff. Who told you to shoot? You shouldn't be shooting. I'm with that. I will never get off of that.
That is the frustrating thing because I think I reached my apex of frustration when the Celtics were lobbing up threes and missed like 30 in a row and shit. And I was like, guys, just shoot the fucking two. What are you doing?
Who said that? I think it was Rashad McCants, or it was one of the podcasters I was listening to. Somebody made a good point. It was more so, it wasn't that these niggas was taking too many shots at the threes. You had the wrong niggas shooting it. So that tells me where the coaching at. I'm like, thank you. Who's coaching this?
Because seriously, after the first 10 don't go in, usually the coach is like, "Hey guys, knock that shit off. Just shoot the two."
Boy, that's a pure. This is my first year doing this. I got a really good team. I just don't know how to use them. Type of coaching, dog. Oh, I'm with you. Look, I will always. I'm with Jabari on that. 100%. You never will hear me take that away from this brother. I'm with him on that.
Games are too up and down.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, we already talked about this. Defensive players often disabled. Yeah.
Okay, we talked about this, and again, the way the game changed up. I'm in between with that. I understand it because I'm a defensive person. And I know the way I play is like, D, you get called on that all day for that shit. Like, I know.
Hard
man shit.
Hard to keep up night to night. What does it mean by that?
I'm kind of confused on that.
Yeah.
The NBA always been like that to me.
Only 4 to 6 real contenders.
Okay, here's the thing. You know,
debatable.
Hey, Chris, no, he's right. Hey, Jabari, you're a little bit younger than me, but Jabari, you will know this. Hey, the decade people love jerking off, they can only name Detroit, Boston,
Lakers,
LA. I don't know why they add Chicago in there, but they do. Philadelphia, Houston, and the Rockets.
Yeah, that's it.
That's about it. They don't talk about nobody else in the 80s like that. What about the 80s Knicks team? What, those 2 years they were good? What about the Bucks? Those 2 years they were good?
Mm-hmm.
What about the Bullets? That 1 year they was good? Actually, I think it was 1 year because it was the year they had both of the Malones, man. They were crushing niggas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still. What, that 1.5, like them 3.5 years where Bernard King was the only nigga not doing coke on the Knicks? Is that what you telling me? I understand where that comes from. I'm with him on that. I'm with you on that, but not in the sense you think it is. You know? Like, yeah, it's always like that, man. It's always kind of been like that.
Owner's power versus stars power.
I'm kind of confused on that.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Or is that just because that's just a thing that's like You know, I need
context on that.
Yeah, I need to, because I think I kind of got an idea what he's talking about. And if that's what he's talking about, I will probably agree with him. So I don't know.
No team has a core for 3 or 4 years.
I'm not.
I get where he's coming from. Yeah, he ain't wrong on that.
But it's not the way y'all think. It's one of those things where, well, it's a business. All you got to do is, and it ain't what you think. It's hard to get a core of a team to move. Any team. That's why there's only, like you said, Jabari, 4 to 6 real contenders, because everybody else is either trying to meld or trying to make what they melded work. So it's you kind of proved your point on that. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, because guess what? When they put together the Warriors, how long it took the Warriors to be what they are now? About a good 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
We all thought it was going to be Monta Ellis and Steph Curry killing niggas. Yep. Nope. They had to wait until Draymond got there, nigga. Draymond and Clay got there. They had to wait that long. It happens. Anyway.
Yeah. Way too much player movement.
Are you talking about in trading, or are you talking about on the court? If it's on the court, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. That's the speed of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a court game. Individualization of the game.
This is basketball.
Every time people mention stars and all the rest of that, and you know what everybody says that knows basketball, you do realize you need a team that's cohesive to do X, Y, and Z, and they go, nah, it's all Jordan. Like, shut up. Guess what?
It's always been that way, Jabari. I'm sorry.
Get out of my face, bro.
Yeah. Free agency trades equals too hyped.
He's not wrong.
Yep.
I'm not going to disagree with him. He's not wrong. I can't fight him on that. He's not wrong.
Most analysis equals gossip or debates. Yep. You ain't lying on that.
That weighs 10 pounds, because I think he's aiming that. I think the people that are getting offended are the wrong people that are getting offended at that last one. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think he's not talking about people who really care about the sport and want to know how they can figure out. I'm talking about the people that will parlay. Well, it looks like Ben Simmons only scored 10 points. So is he still mentally blocked? You know what I think, man? He's right.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going
I saw somebody else say this. It's like the going into the whole thing with FIBA, like the NBA abandoning that, like, the half court game and kind of like turning the playoffs and everything into like a showcase of layups and threes kind of fucked some of the younger players in FIBA a little bit.
I think the problem was, and I'm with a lot of some of the older players, they think this too. Blame the Warriors.
Yeah.
Blame Steph Curry.
I mean, they're not at fault per se, but it's like when you have something that's popular, everybody's going to mimic it, kind of thing.
Much like Michael Jordan, how everybody wanted to run the court like Mike. When Steph remember when AI was the biggest thing? Everybody wanted to cross up everybody. Mm-hmm. And then niggas like me who saw Shaq wanted to back everybody down like Shaq. You know what I mean? So certain games are going to get but there are people that transcend that. And the last person that did that was Steph Curry. Everybody and their mama wants to shoot threes now.
Mm-hmm.
And that changed up a whole lot of the game.
Yep.
So I understand anybody that feels that way. Yeah, I totally get it, bro. But like all of it became a showcase, because you know what really did it? One of the most hyped things in the world did it was the fact that they would, every time the Warriors hit a three, you hear do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, and they just throw these threes up out of nowhere, and Steph would just hurl that junk over his head. Then we see niggas like Dame would do that joke at the finals. So everything becomes a showcase. And then but here's the funny thing. There are games where we see those type of games. They're just like, it's just fast paced and it's just tiring. It's not entertaining. And then we see those games that are like that because it's organic, is because you have two good teams who are really the best at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But we also
good example. The best You and I think we actually said it was one of the better games of that whole series. Remember when the Cavs got swept, but Game 4 was incredibly entertaining because LeBron was giving it his all, and even though it was a game up until like the third quarter until where they got apart from him, it was like what you saw was real basketball between him and KD, and I love that back and forth they had because it was like they were playing basketball, like real basketball. Everybody else was doing like trick shots and shit, but these two dudes are posting each other up. They try to yank each other in the open court. I like. It's weird that I get where everybody comes from. It feels like it's just putting up threes. No, we just ain't got good finals in a while.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too.
I think that's really the problem. We haven't got the good finals in a while.
Because people forget
back and forth.
But people forget it's like Steph practice those shots. Like it's not like he just lobs it up. So it's like that's the X factor. And when you have too many
like we just said, like Dame literally throwing up a three, like deep three, cool. Jaylen Brown, stop, man. You ain't gotta do all that. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Chill, bro. You don't have to. Like certain people, you expect that type of basketball out of, and I think there's this weird. Like I said, again, this is the way the game is paced. I get where people like Jabari and other people who seen the game in the 90s and see just how it transformed in 20 years to what it is now. I get where they're coming from. I totally do. The only thing, like I said, the only big problem is too many y'all niggas putting up threes. If we eliminate that shit, do you know how the game will be? How much relaxed this game would be if half of you sinners who ain't got no goddamn business behind that three line popping off threes like you freaking Joker. I get it. Joker needs to be hitting threes. Why? He's freaking nature. Have you seen that white boy? Like, certain people need to be behind that line, man. Not everybody, man. And yes, I know I just went through all that shit talking about Hakeem, but yeah, that's the point I gave Hakeem. Yeah, there's some of the game that's needed of that, brother. Yes, we need that post-up game. Is it going to be useful? Not to the niggas you teaching it to. Now, if you was teaching this shit to like Joker, Nurkic, who just went down over the Suns and all that, I'm sorry, if you taught this to DeAndre Ayton, yeah, that would mean something to D. Nah, nigga, you fleecing niggas, first year niggas, yeah. Get out my face. Hakeem, come on, brother. That's a pure Nigerian shit right there, nigga. Why you out here scamming niggas, Joe? Come the fuck on, brother. You better than that.
We just talked about that. That's where we were coming off of talking from and stuff. Speaking of which, Colorado, welcome to the Pac-12.
Boy,
we knew it was coming.
That was coming. I told you if it wasn't going to be the Ducks, it was going to be the Titans.
Now here's the thing.
The Trojans.
Here's the thing, Oregon. Now I think D, you the one that coined it. This is early season Oregon. Later season Oregon, they show their true colors on who they really are.
If they played these Bamas in week 10, this would have been a different ball game.
Oh, yes,
Guaranteed. It would. Guaranteed. If this was toward the end of the year, it would have been a different game. But I told you, at least it was daytime. If this was Oregon at night, we would have seen what happened to Miami. What Miami did to the Denver. It would have been two. Actually was in a way.
But Dion made a good point because he was like, "Yeah, y'all out here fighting for clicks. We're just trying to fight for wins." And he's right because let's be real. Ever since Dion got the Colorado, it was always like, "Hey, when they lose," because it's as with anything else. When the person that's getting all the popularity loses, everybody loves piling on. But he's like, "Nah, we're good. We know.
Dion,
hey, it is what it is."
Man, Dion was a Seminole. He was a 49er, and he was a Cowboy. And this nigga had the nerve to play baseball at the same time. So he knows all about people hate. He was a Yankee at one point. Mm-hmm. He knows all about being a popular person and knowing people wanting your downfall. I swear to God. Deion Sanders is a pure image of a Leo. This is so stupid. But he knew all this shit. That's the reason why it didn't sweat. Like, yeah. We won't lose that game. You seen that? But why y'all worried about me?
Basically.
Why y'all worried? We gotta go down to we gotta go down to LA. We're gonna have to deal with that. And I bet you'll go, oh, they're gonna lose, they're gonna lose, they're gonna lose, they're gonna lose. You hyping yourself up. You hyping all this like Dion already know this shit. Like nigga, you were like you the one getting frustrated. Like
He already knows what to do.
a part of me thought it was like this. Cameras off. All right, y'all, we about to lose this game. I need y'all to
I mean, but the upside is
Coach Prime real quick. I'm gonna tell you how we lose games and how we lose games the right way. Yeah, coach.
I mean, the upside is like all of us, we were talking this stuff, and I sat there and I was like, look, they lost and all that stuff, but Colorado, we already know they're on track that they can get a bowl game, and that will actually boost up their recruiting.
They're fine. I think they recruit. I don't even think it's the recruiting problem they got. You have Dion right there, so you're done. You're done. Everybody wants to any high school kid to get a chance to be with him was going to go to him. Now I will tell you this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this with a full chest. Stop praising Bo Nix, everybody. Can y'all stop praising Bo Nix? He's a pussy that don't want to go to the NFL if you ask D. Stop praising Bo Nix like he has done something. Anyway, I'm done.
Oh man, look, at the end of the day, the one game I didn't see coming that I watched highlights of, Maryland beat the shit out of Michigan State.
It was an easy
That's
one.
unheard of.
Michigan State, first off, we didn't mention it last week. They lost their head coach who kind of knew he was about to get fired. He made a
I'm fired, ain't I?
Here's the thing, Chris. How you gonna get fired by hitting on the sexual harassment teacher? The teacher that was going to teach your students about sexual harassment, you over there calling her mid-morning. I'm over here stroking my shit. Like, nigga, yo!
Did you put
it is Tuesday. It is 10 a.m. What are you doing?
Did you put that picture of a dude shooting himself in the foot?
Yeah. It's pure that. How is that? Like, yo, imagine if you going through a divorce. And then that happens. That's just cherry on top. I feel like niggas I feel like dudes who are, that's just a destined to fuck up, right? And then the worst part was he was talking, what I was talking about was a situation. And that was, and basically, y'all, just to say it, he Louis C.K'd.
Yeah, he did.
While he was on the phone, which was like, dog. So my question is this, Chris, and I'm not trying to get too disgusting and sidetracked by it, but Chris, what's the end game of that?
I really don't know.
Like, no, I get like, yeah, man, it's just I get it. You whacking off on the phone with her, but what is she saying? And number two, at the end of the day, what are you really getting out of this? Is it a power? Because it ain't power. Trust me, this is not a power thing. It can't be. If it is, tell me where it resides at.
Thank you. Ain't no goddamn way that's a power trip.
Like, where does that power reside? Yeah, like this ain't like Bill O'Reilly telling the girl to do push-ups and shit. like you know what I mean? Where he was.
Look, that dude was horny on Maine at the wrong time.
Boy, man, yeah, like I got this loofah in my hand. Look what I do with it. Like, why are you calling me, nigga?
the year in and year out, I ask this question all the time. Why do we believe in Notre Dame doing something?
Because people, much like us, are stupid Cowboy fans, and we think it's the same thing. So I think, but we said this when we.
I don't even hate Notre Dame, but I get annoyed by Notre Dame.
I hate Notre Dame. The only thing they did good to me was
Rudy.
No, shut the fuck up. We talked about that movie, but we're done with Rudy, and I'm glad we've seen it and we're done with it. But no. God damn it, you fucked me up.
Sorry.
Only thing they did good was give me Tim Brown. Really good Raider wide receiver. That's it. Like, I don't have nobody. Like, Notre Dame is just, I get it. It's Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame.
Ohio State beat them,
Beat them, man. And I'm glad, not by much, but they beat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to a team that I'm sleeping on. They're actually on the cover of this week's show, which is Kansas beat BYU, and I did not see that shit coming. Like not in that way, not in that fashion. Like, wow, the Jayhawks are really decent. They are usually the bottom of a barrel team, and they are really decent.
Usually they are. You're right.
Yeah, they're actually good, man. A couple years ago, they were getting the living shit kicked out of them by motherfucking Coastal Carolina. And now that same dude who's the only star on the team, Skinner, is actually still getting touchdowns for him. Good for him.
It's like, bravo, sir. Bravo.
Yeah, you stuck with it. Like, you stuck with it. I couldn't hop in the portal. I could not hop in no portal, dude. I'm a senior. I'm not Bo Nix. I'm not that attractive. I'm not worth being a senior 18 years. Yo, they saying there's a bunch of dudes like that right now in college that have been playing college ball for like the last 6 years and shit, yeah.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to investigate that shit, man. It's actually
I think it's like transfer. I think it's like transfer, and they took a year off, kind of.
It's weird. It's weird, but we got like dudes
also,
that are damn near 30 playing college football. I'm not against it, but it's like, yo.
Also, I think the COVID year fucked it up for a lot of them. So there's that.
Sure.
Remember 2020, there wasn't no like college football.
I think that messed up Bo, but then again, that was like 6 years ago, Bo. Like him in the national, if him playing the national championship, that had to be like 4 years ago. It's like, dog, you still playing football, man, in college, bro. Like, it is, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is and stuff. I mean, because like that whole. So if you were to tell me Duke would be undefeated at this point and they beat the dog shit out of UConn 41-7, I'd be like, really, Duke?
UConn ain't shit. They always haven't been shit. But then again, Duke has been surprisingly putting up draft picks the last 5 years. So hey,
ACC is going to be pretty tight if it stays this trajectory, because it's like Florida State, North Carolina, Duke, and Miami.
Yeah, some of these teams are fine, even
and
before
Syracuse.
Yeah, and some of these teams will be fine, even until who's going to show it up at all them Stanford and them.
I mean, Louisville, Syracuse, Duke, and Florida State. So that's definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, like I say, the Colorado thing was just hilarious to me, because I'm like, bro, really, guys? Like,
we already said this though. Oregon, I will say this. Because we said something like, all right, Oregon, y'all going to turn into a pumpkin and all the rest of that shit. Let's keep an eye on them, because if they are
could turn it around,
because if they are better than what I think they are, then meaning that if they go into if they put it this way, Chris, if they have a January bowl game, fuck, I need to take back what I said. That's what I mean. So we'll see. You know what I mean by January bowl game, a good one, not like the Federal Bowl or some shit like that. A good one.
It's in the Federal Bowl,
the United States Federal Bowl,
the San Diego Insurance Company Bowl, or some dumb shit.
Yeah, man, the Ritz Crackers Bowl and shit. No, I mean a good one, like the Fiesta Bowl, the Sugar Bowl. You know what I mean? Let's not play me. Don't play me like that, nigga. A good bowl game, anyway.
So D, we got more eliminations in baseball, and we can officially say for the first time ever, the Yankees and Red Sox are not in the playoffs. Thank the Lord.
In the playoffs.
Thank the Lord.
Not in the playoffs. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yeah, so right at this point, the Rays, Blue Jays, Houston Astros, and Mariners are fighting for some wild card spots.
Boy, and I know you're looking down. Wait a minute, bruh. The Twins made it. Yeah, Chris, I'm sorry they made it.
I know.
I feel like I owe you money now, because I talked so much shit that they were going to fuck up and not make it. Hey, they made it. And the Guardians, I know what you're feeling like, Guardians. You're feeling like a shitty team. You should, because you are. But
no. Hey. The O's, actually, it's funny. The O's had a series against the Guardians, and though the Guardians won one game against the O's whooped their ass and eliminated them. So it's like,
yeah, I did. I was just about to be like, hey, you lost to a better team, the Orioles. The the team that was just like you a couple years ago until they decided to actually be worth a fucking damn. So no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
But you're right.
But I'm right because the Guardians stink. But no, they don't. I'm sorry, Guardians. You don't stink. Look behind you. Those are the White Sox. Those are the White Sox. They stink even more. The Athletics are not a team. They're just an amalgamation of Spanish dudes that have been signed there as a scheme to make it look like a baseball team.
Sir, that's the Kansas City Royals. What are you talking about?
That's like you gonna put some respect on KC. They're a little bit better.
They're 6 games better. They're 6 games better. All right, my bad.
They're 6 games better. Boy, you know what was fun? Seeing so much energy. I caught the replay of yesterday's game for the Nats. Seeing so much energy in the crowd for the Nationals. It was nice. Hey, Braves, y'all won. Why y'all beating the shit out of us, bro? Y'all already in the playoffs, nigga. Shit, we ain't got nothing to fight for. Why y'all doing that to us?
Yeah, more eliminations on the National League, though. Joining the Nationals, the Rockies, Cardinals, Mets, Pirates, and the Giants.
Ah, yes. Mets being on the count. Look, I told you, Chris. The Mets was going to be here.
The Mets were destined to mid-season. They were destined for.
Oh man, you know what's bad? You know what's bad? In April. Not April. In May. You know what's bad? In May, everybody like the Nationals who stunk at that time. I think we only had like 20 wins at that time to their 30 something. I was like, hey, that couch is for all the people that's going to not make the playoffs. Yeah. What's that? Oh, that's the Mets side. The Mets already got their shit reserved over here. They're not making it. We knew they weren't going to make it all the way in motherfucking May. That was amazing. The second they started losing pitching, the second they pitching went down. That's when I knew they was fucked. And then what's the name got hurt right before the season started. Dude that played in the fucking World League. Yeah, I knew when he got hurt. I was like, wait a minute, ain't that the nigga that played for the Mets? Fuck them. I love it. Pirates tried. Now the Brewers are still in it. They're still up to win the division, ain't they?
Yeah.
The Brewers and the Reds are still in it, right?
So right now, as it stands right now, in the American League, here's how the MLB playoff matchup stands. So the wild card round is tentatively Astros Twins, Blue Jays Rays.
Ooh.
Whoever wins between those is either going to be Twins, Astros versus the Rangers, Rays, Blue Jays versus the Orioles.
So the Rays and the Blue Jays are going to stay in their division.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever wins the other one's going to play who?
The Orioles.
No. All right. So
whoever wins between the Rays and Blue Jays has to face the Orioles.
Okay. And the other one is
Twins, Astros.
Whoever wins that got to play the Mariners?
The Rangers.
The Rangers.
Yes.
The Mariners are still in. Are the Mariners out of it?
They're kind of sort of in the bubble right now, but they may not make it.
They're probably not going to make it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway.
On the National League side, the wild card round, Cubs at the Brewers, D-backs at the Phillies.
All right.
Whoever wins between the Cubs and Brewers faces the Dodgers.
All right.
Whoever wins between the Phillies and D-backs plays the Braves.
That's going to be interesting because I would like to see. All right. If I'm like with all this is actually a pretty good playoff setup. Because I'm kind of laughing like, wow. I would like to see the Diamondbacks have a chance against the Braves, and I don't think that's going to happen because I think the better, more entertaining baseball will be the Phillies versus the Braves. Because I think as much as I don't like the Phillies, I think they have enough talent to fucking beat them and actually probably sneak into the World Series themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I like the National League and where it's shaped out to be.
This is a tough call.
I know whoever wins between the Brewers and the Cubs, they're gonna get fucking head chopped off by the Dodgers. But then again, it's the playoffs and it's the Dodgers, so I hope they just turn into the Dodgers and trip over their own feet and not do nothing.
The Phillies Braves might be a good game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm as much as I want to see the D-backs win it, I kind of want to see the AL East, who's the best in the AL East. I mean the NL East. I'm sorry, who's the best in the NL East? I'd rather see who he had the Braves and Phillies. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Now the American League side, I already told you, man. I'm with you, man. So Orioles and nothing.
Yeah, Seattle pretty much they had a 46% chance of winning it, so that's not happening. So
The only team all right. So out of that, if I'm the Orioles, I want to see who. I don't want to see neither. I would rather see. But if I had a choice, I'd rather see the Blue Jays.
They've beat the dog shit out of the Blue Jays way more than the Rays. I think
That's
the
what I'm
Rays.
saying.
I think they've won the series against the Rays in the regular season, but it was close.
I think, I know they beat them in the series, but I know the Rays got a couple on them. So that's what I'm saying.
The Blue Jays, they beat the dog shit out of it. It was
the Rays may be the only team that can beat them. I don't know. Whew. Yeah, so I would want to see them. I tell you what, though, you know the one team I don't want to see if I'm the Orioles? If I got to see the Astros.
I kind of want to see Orioles Astros.
I don't.
Why?
Astros winning that one.
You think so?
I think experience will crush them in that.
Yeah.
And just to be honest with you, the best baseball that's been being played, God fucking help me. The Astros have been playing really, really good baseball. Even when they lost to the Orioles, they made it hard for the Orioles to win. And I think in a playoff atmosphere, that's tough. That's very tough, man. So that's the last team I want them to see, man. I think they can beat anybody else, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, I'm excited, but like I said, I'm just like, hey, Orioles playoffs, yay! Can we get the World Series, please?
I don't know. Now, here's the funny thing. I'm talking dog shit about the Rangers. The Rangers probably like, we've been primed more than these guys, and we're just underlooking the Rangers, and the Rangers to stomp the Orioles. I would not be surprised about that.
Yeah. So
we wanted more. God dang it!
Oh man. So what was it? WNBA Mystics are eliminated. Obviously, I mean, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Right now, the Liberty and the Aces are pretty much going to end up making it to the finals. So at this point, I think whoever's going to come out the East in the WNBA are going to get dog walked by Las Vegas. That's what it's looking like at this point because Vegas is just making this shit look way too damn easy than what it needs to be.
Vegas, and like again, sorry girls, I haven't been watching y'all. No, seriously, I have no idea what the hell's going on.
No, I've been watching it. It's just, like I said, Liberty and Sun, they're tied, and Aces is just dog walking the fucking wings right now. And I'm like, geez. So, it is what it is and stuff. I'm like I said, I don't want to say congrats to Las Vegas just yet, but
not yet, nigga. Wait, man.
Yeah, I know. Hey, F1.
Nothing. Just Max won again.
Nah,
yeah,
cool.
I will say this. The one thing that has come up is there is a Red Bull. What's going on over there? Oh no, we're fine. Are you sure? Nah, we're good. All right. But the other thing that also came out was Oscar Piastri, who I think he got in second place, if I'm mistaken. The second driver from McLaren. Him and Lando Norris is like, we figured it out. What y'all figured out? We figured out what Mercedes figured out about motherfucking Red Bull. They ain't got the cars, but we do. What y'all figure out? We figured it out. That's all y'all need to know. So we'll see what happens with that because I really do think McLaren has, out of all the teams right now, they probably have the better chance of swinging at Red Bull next year. Not this year. Oh, no. This year's done. But I really feel like outside of that, Mercedes is the only other team that knows how they work. So, yeah, Mercedes got a bit of advantage over there. They just ain't got the fucking cars. But McLaren has been better paced and all the rest of that shit, yada, yada, yada. And with that race that they did in Japan, it might be all right. So, yeah, we'll see for that. But other than that, it's been kind of quiet this week. That's what happens when you have a dude like Max.
So the Ryder Cup is coming up in golf, and I laughed at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we talked a while back about Liv and the PGA, they
Mhm.
basically combine forces, right? So Brooke Koepka is the only live player that's on the team for Europe versus United States. And somebody was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure those live golfers are feeling some way. They're not being approached by the Ryder Cup." And Brooks is like, "Those live players just need to play better. Like, just because you're playing for live, don't mean you're the better fucking golfers or play
Whoa,
better."
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Koepka is the only player from live competing in the Ryder Cup.
So his thing is like the rest of them niggas is lazy. Is that what he's trying to say?
Aren't
I think
good.
I think that's what he's saying.
Play better. He said that's always the answer. Play
I
better.
think that, and you know what, and also that I don't know golfing enough, Chris, but you and I together, we know golfing. He's probably right.
That's
Because
what I was saying. I was like,
because of all the roster we have seen that went over to live, some of these dudes, like Sergio, we knew you was going over there. You just want money. Like
Yeah.
we're like certain people, some of the higher ranked dudes, we knew they were going over there because they were getting up in age, and the PGA wasn't going to
yeah, give him money.
get the money like they used to. Yeah, he's probably right. I get it. I don't know enough about golfing, but I see their roster. He's probably right. Half these niggas ain't up there yet. So
That European white man has a point.
so it's like D. Are you rooting for? So y'all dudes rooting for Tiger like y'all always do? I don't think Tiger's going to be in this one.
Yeah,
I don't think Tiger going to be in the Ryder Cup.
Tiger's just picking and choosing. He's just chilling.
I think Tiger's on his way to being done. I thought Tiger would at least try to get on one team, but I think he's hurt again. I don't know what to deal with that.
Yeah,
and he's following he's out here with his son everywhere. So
he's trying to, he's helping his son become a great golfer like his dad did. So,
speaking of which, shout out again to the Howard University golf team, who is still kicking ass. They are the best in the country right now. The best golfing team in the country is the black college, and I love it, man.
We talk about Tiger Woods' son. He won junior golf tournament championship this weekend.
Good for him. Good for him. I don't know. Here's the funny thing. I don't know if he's a prodigy like his dad because it's golf. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like,
it's tell in golf. There's not a lot of athletics in golf. It's just good knees and good posture.
Hey, look. We'll find out when he hits his 20s and he's being like his dad. Then it's like, all right, he got the gene.
I think golf is a little bit different. I think it's more of precision. There is a strength factor in golf. We're not stupid, y'all. But still, I think some people just got it with golf, man. You know what I mean? I think if you're good at golf, you're good at golf. Period. And yeah, sure. You're probably gonna be like Happy Madison. You're probably gonna be Happy Madison, Happy Gilmore. I'm sorry. You're gonna be like Happy Gilmore. You're gonna be low ranked, but you're gonna be getting your checks. You're gonna be getting your checks being in 35th place. So there are those dudes, and then there are, Furyk and them. Fuck you, nigga. We the best. Yeah. We got green jackets for a reason. Out there, peasant. Like, I get it. There's levels to golf, dog. Anyway.
So big news in wrestling. Jade Cargill is official now. It's not rumors. She signed to WWE, and it's interesting. Cody Rhodes helped her kind of factor that decision on whether she should make the jump or not, which makes perfect sense. Because Cody was kind of like, because wasn't he kind of the factor that kind of got her to sign to AEW in a way?
I'm not really sure who signed Jade or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that. I think Cody probably did play a big part in that, telling her like, hey, they got this over here, got that over there. They can make you look like this. I think more importantly, anybody could tell her that shit. If you're really trying to be the star you want to be, you're not going to get that in Atlanta. I mean, not Atlanta. You're not going to get that in Jacksonville, bro. You're gonna have to go up to Connecticut, because just being honest, if you want to be a superstar in wrestling and you want to have that look and the money that backs up that look, you're gonna have to talk to Hunter. That's how it is, bro.
We'll see how it is and stuff. I mean, somebody brought up, it was like, and we talked last week about it with Jade when it was rumored that she was going to WWE about like what AEW was doing with her, and somebody brought up, it was like, it's kind of interesting in how, like, even when you look past the wrestling point, somebody said AEW is a $5 million mom and pop store. Well, $5 billion mom and pop store, because it's like, yeah, like when you have Tony doing the best friends thing in terms of who he hires, and you have Jade there. Jade should have been like in a lot of the media stuff at the Barbie event and all that stuff that you see the WWE people is, and it just never happens. And it's not
Yes,
even, when you look past
yeah.
Jade, it's a lot of other wrestlers that there should have been a lot of cross promotion here. You're like in TNT, WB, and all that. You should have had some cross promotion.
There's a lot of that comes onto the way. Like one of the things I really hated that AEW did was something that made anybody look like a motherfucking bigot or big when it happens, when they was pushing Nyla Rose hard. Now, the part I had was like, yeah, she's a trans wrestler, but
Right.
I felt like a lot of the shit they were doing was hand waving. And anybody that mentioned that was saying, no, they're not, and they just bomb you for it. And the reason why I said it was because that's something that Vince would do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I didn't like it, because it's not true. It doesn't feel like who y'all are. It feels like, yeah, we did it because we're different, and we're like, yeah, you're doing it because you don't have nobody to go against in WWE that has that same type of situation going on. Like, how do y'all not see what I'm trying to get at with this? But
Yep.
I hated that shit, but I thought to myself, are they going to do anything with it beyond that? And I say that about anybody that gets pushed in that type of regard. Are they more than just their gender in this case? You know what I mean? Are they more than just that? And that's the shit that upset me. I'm not saying that she didn't get pushed in good matches. I ain't saying that she didn't do shit there. It's just that it kind of brought this weird commercially spotlight onto a wrestler that y'all not going to push like that in months later now. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't feel right to me. And I felt like with Jade, they did the same thing. Y'all pushed her when it was African American, when it was Black History Month, but y'all pushed her no time outside of that. Like at least WWE at least acknowledges they got black champions. Y'all kind of only did it around February just to pat us on the head. Like I felt that way about a lot of shit that he did, and I feel like there are like some things you have to capitalize on if you got the money for it, and they do, and they never really went all the way in like they should with Jay. To me, you pretty much had Black Wonder Woman handed to you, something WWE didn't have ready yet at the time. I'm talking about Bianca being the champion that she is, because I think when Bianca became champion, it sucked a lot of fucking focus off of Jade. And then when Sasha left WWE and became Mercedes in New Japan, that took a lot more. And I saw people try to piggyback that, and it didn't work the way they thought it would. And even when Naomi left and became champion in Impact, that took more focus off her. And then I was sitting probably a month or two ago saying, what the fuck is Jade and what is she doing?
Yeah.
That's my problem. You had a superstar handed to you, and you did nothing with them. And I said it last week. One of the biggest problems everybody had with Bret Hart going to WCW was that he did nothing at WCW. That was the problem, and then he got hurt.
Now, on top of that, WWE released some rosters, which I think some of these people that are going to release, it's kind of like, hey, we need to take them off the books for a minute before we re-sign them. So we'll see. Matt Riddle being one of them. I think they're going to re-sign Matt Riddle.
I think Matt is fucked for right now. I think he is toxic. I think the fans don't like him right now. I think it ain't a good time in his life right now.
So
I think
he's in limbo.
Me personally, I think he needs to be away from wrestling right now.
Yeah.
Because him getting that fight at the airport.
Oh, that's right.
That shit was building that shit. He already came back from fucking rehab. Look, smoke weed some more. Nah, the nigga drinking, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's worse than weed.
And that's something. And let me tell you something. When a weed head goes to drinking, it ain't good. Trust me, bro. That means they trying to numb something.
Like if you're on weed, WWE be like, all right, dog, chill.
Hey, chill, bro. We can't bring you on the road like that. You know, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Like Randy Orton is like, hey, dog, I smoke weed. You gotta chill on that, dog.
Hey. We only smoke weed in this house. What are you doing, man? Fuck out, man. Get your nasty habit on my house. else. I
Dolph
know
Zig-
Randy Orton. If everybody say that, Randy Orton in his 20s, like the fuck is this dude talking about? Who's this homo? I'm you at 45. Look, I'm you at 47. You look awesome. Yeah, I know.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I know. Here's my hot wife. Hey, babe, wait a minute. You left the other one? Yeah, I had to. Yeah, I know, right up top, man. Up top. I would love to see Randy at 20 talk to Randy now. It's two different men, but I would love to see that conversation.
Dolph Ziggler, which I'm not surprised. I think you
Dolph
said it
did his
best.
time.
Dolph needs a break. I
He
think
did
he
his
might be
time.
back for sure.
I think he will be back. I will not be, and I mean this. I truly mean this. If we're looking at New Japan, all of a sudden you see something, Dolph Ziggler. I'm like,
Man.
yo,
Dolph will kill it over there. I
Dolph
think he would.
will probably go on it. I don't know if Dolph will go under his real name or he will continue to use Dolph Ziggler, but I would love to hear the Japanese yell Dolph Ziggler.
Ziggler.
Also, if not that, I wouldn't be surprised in AEW. Oh my God, that's Nick Namath. That's Nick. I would not be surprised.
No.
They won't call him Dolph over there. He be nicknamed. He be his real name.
Wild card place, Impact.
If he go to Impact, give him all the belts in Impact.
Yes.
Because he's about to make everybody a superstar. He's about to raise everybody's game there. Boy, if I'm Impact and I see Dolph, I'm like, Dolph, you trying to work it? Yeah. How often? It doesn't matter, man. What you want, bro? What you want? What you want? Do you want to be a producer too? Yeah, I want to write too. Yeah, all right, man. We can let you do it. You give him the keys if you are Impact. I mean, if you are, and I know one person. What about MLW? He's not going to MLW. I think any WWE wrestler that drops down to MLW, that means you're not going back to WWE. Mm-hmm. I mean that. That is only made for dudes who are rookies who are trying to go up to NXT. Anybody, if you're a wrestler, you go down to MLW, that means you're done. That's how I feel about it. If that sounds like shade, I'm sorry. Simon Gotch went down there and never came back. So, I'm just saying.
The Vol villains are out here, I could say slumming it, but they're slumming it.
Now, what's the name is on what's the name actually is on Impact right now? Not Simon Gotch.
The other one?
The other one. I forgot his name.
God damn it.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, right. But he's on Impact right now. He's not that bad. No, not on Impact. He's in NWA or Impact. I forgot which one. But anyway, go
ahead. Shelton Benjamin, not surprised.
Shelton got his flowers this past year, and I'm glad he did. And all the WWE wrestlers came out to really thank him. I thought it was really cool. So yeah, Shelton's all right. I think Shelton's wrapping up his career anyway. So it will be interesting what he does in the next few years, if there is few years left in his tank. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Elias, not surprising.
I think Elias is coming back.
Are they going to resign him?
I think it's going to be
take it off the books.
I think it's going to be Royal Rumble. Who won a Raw? Elias is back. I have something like that happening.
Mustafa Ali.
I am shocked. I think Mustafa, he's getting the Daniel Bryan treatment where it's like, hey, if you want to run in the indies, have fun, we're going to call you back in a couple of months. All right, bro?
He's already putting out the booking emails.
Yeah,
so
you're already putting them out.
You might be right on that.
Put them out. I think he's going to put them out, and he's going and I'm gonna put this out also that on it. He's not going to go to Impact. He's not going to go to AEW. He's not going to go anywhere where there's a TV. All right. Now, if anywhere he does go, I'm just going to throw it out there. I think he should go to NWA, but I think he's not going to go on television again. Like I said,
he's going to go to Europe.
He might. I got a feeling Mustafa is going to do his year. I think at max 2 years he'd be gone because there's no reason why Mustafa is not going to be back in WWE.
Emma is gone.
I'm sorry, Emma. I didn't know you was there.
You ain't shit.
I ain't shit. She ain't shit. Anyway, go ahead.
Aaliyah, which I totally forgot she was there, to be honest with you.
You know what I think is one of my favorite jokes of all time from John Tron. You know what I think is a placeholder? I'm not gonna say that. You look like nice kids. So I'm not gonna say that. I feel the same way. Like Aaliyah was there for like 15 years and did nothing. You know what, Aaliyah? Whatever, baby. I'm sorry.
Top Dollar. I'm not shocked at all because I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you. As me as somebody that was really rooting for Hit Row to actually get something going on that second win when they got rehired, and it just didn't really work. I'm just gonna be real. When Swerve left, I feel that's when it sucked all the wind out of Hit Row.
Boy, I never seen wrestlers get exposed like that. I mean, purely exposed. And you know the worst part? Triple H looked at all of y'all in the face and said, all right, because I'm such a bad guy, Hit Row is back. But where's Swerve? Nah, you want him back.
Let's see what they can do.
Like I said, that whole team got exposed. What's the face? A homeboy, the other homeboy, I can't remember the name, ain't got no charisma. Top Dollar ain't got no athleticism. And homegirl, she can't wrestle at all.
I don't think she got bounced though.
I don't know. She didn't get bounced. I'm just saying she can't wrestle at all.
She needs to be down.
And real talk, the other dude in Hit Row, there's two dudes right now, Idris and God, I forgot the other dude. Idris, oh God, they're a nice little tag team. Two brothers, they in NXT right now. I saw them level up a couple times. I don't know if one of them, I hope neither of them got released, but they're real nice. But I'm looking at them like, God, you can replace, like, they're interchangeable, bro. Yeah, dude, you in trouble. You have no personality. I don't even remember your name. You're in trouble. Anyway.
Rick Boogs, not surprising.
Rick ain't coming back. I think Rick got hurt at the wrong time in his career, and I have no idea if he's going to come back. I mean, I really don't see him coming back anywhere, but that will surprise me.
Mace
and Mansoor, both of them. Mansoor and both of them. Mace knew he was going to get. He knew he was done.
Here's the crazy part.
He knew he was done.
They both said it best. Is that Vince was actually 100% backing when they did the modeling thing, and it was like they were like Vince was actually loving all the stuff they were doing. It was just a situation of things just didn't work out. Yeah, like the fans were kind of like they liked it, but it was just at the end of the day, and what they said, it was like they kind of got caught in the cog. Of what was going on, and it's just they got lost in the sauce.
Let me tell you something. One thing I'm noticing about Triple H's administration of this shit is that there is a short leash on a lot of that shit now. So if you're going to be a comedy act, cool. What type of comedy act are you, and how long can we do this? Because I ain't about to waste no time on y'all niggas if y'all ain't wrestling the matches I want or getting the pop that we want. I think he's a lot more harder than Vince when it comes to that, because when Mace and Mansoor stopped making noise, oh my God, when LA Knight was gone, I knew they were finished, young. Unless they want to keep, and they kept them around for a couple of things, young. But I knew they weren't going to stick around.
Dana Brooke.
All right, look, I'm gonna say this for my wife. The bitch should have been gone 4 years ago, 6 years ago, because she's really mean to Dana. I will say this. Let me make my piece on this. This is coming from a fan of Dana Brooke. You tried. Dana, you tried. I liked it, you tried. Like, every time I seen her wrestle, it was like, she ain't it. Chris, I said that every single time she stepped in that square. Oh, Dana ain't it. Dana, you like have the look. You say kind of the right things. I say kind of. When they give you comedy, bitch, you go for it. And you know wrestling comedy. I will give you that. But Dana, you should have stuck by R-Truth or something. Like somebody who saved your job these last 2 years. Okay.
R-Truth was saving
R-Truth. Who saved your job before that? Oh yeah, you was fucking Dolph. So yeah, that probably saved you. How much you want to bet Vince had his finger on the button. Vince like, hey, you want to resign me, right? Yeah. No. Come on, man. You're still you're still sleeping with her. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not in love. I love you, Dolph. She stays. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, because when COVID hit, I was like, Dana's finished. I said it. Remember, I told you that when COVID showed up and I told you they was going to start firing folk. I was like, Dana's finished. Nope, she stayed. I don't know how she made it. Good for her. Good for her. My personal opinion, go to NWA. I mean it. I think she will clean up in NWA. She will be a good little act, yada, yada, yada. In 6 years, she'll up at WWE for that 1 year contract. It'd be fun, though. It'd be a fun 1 year of her being back. Anyway.
Lesser Velveteen Dream, aka Quincy Elliott, is
Quincy, brother. This is coming from D. You were too gay, number one. I mean that, y'all.
You didn't love the Super Diva gimmick.
They're like I feel like in wrestling, there's gay, and then there's like, nigga, come on, bro. Ain't nobody going
chill.
Like you don't have the sauce of Goldust to do any of this. That's the biggest problem I had with Quincy. He did not have the personality to do it. I mean, he had the personality for it, but it was like,
you have to have a quirky.
Dustin, here's the difference. Dustin would do that gay stuff, and then all of a sudden, suplex, perfect Northern Light suplex, elbow drop. Then he just starts rubbing his nipple because he knew how to do it. Quincy had all the showmanship to me, but
none of the wrestling.
I want to say that's mean to say none of the wrestling skills, because he only been wrestling like a couple years. You know?
Yeah, a couple years.
I'll be real. Much like Dana, he ain't it. He's not it. He's not it. He's kind of sloppy in the ring, bro. He ain't it, bro. I thought this would be the one. You would be the first black pro super gay wrestler that's actually gay and not actually like an act. I thought it was going to be him. Nah. There's a reason why I give people 2 years, Chris.
Commander Aziz is gone.
Man. I do it for my son. I will tell you what my son said. Who?
Thank you.
I'm not lying. Both of my sons. Who? I'm like, you remember that dude that was with Apollo? That a little bit. It took them a full 30 seconds, and Tate was like, oh yeah. Remember he showed up that one time? And he actually, hold on, here's the funny thing. He confused it with something that Solo did, but I didn't correcting him. So I was like, yeah.
Well, he had that win streak on Raw Underground. That was his highlight.
Oh, you know, look, Shane, it wasn't gonna work out, but I wanted it to work. Oh, I wanted Underground to actually work.
Yeah, that was a fun time, man.
I think Underground, but here's the problem. Underground came off 2 Renegade 2000s for its own good. And because of that, you know, that screams. I told you just before, Chris, on our main show. Anytime anything gets 2 Renegade 2000s, it's like, yo, Gen X.
Easy.
You're 55 years old. Stop it. That's how I felt. Anyway.
Kuroshio is gone.
Who?
Kuroshio.
Who? Jiro?
Yeah, Jiro. Well,
Jiro. I am upset that he's left, but Jiro didn't have a lot. Ikemon didn't have a lot going with him anyway.
Once Kushida left, I think that's when they kind of like killed it.
And I think, like I said, the Japanese, I said this before, Japanese wrestlers, they have it better now than they ever had it in America, but you need to find your gimmick and get it quick. And Jiro I knew he wasn't going to connect in America like that. I just knew he wasn't, so that sucks.
Yulisa Leon. Now, she didn't get released. She requested to get released.
Who?
Yulisa.
I don't know who that
Leon. Is. She was part of that whole.
Yeah.
She actually wanted to get released, which tells me she probably wants to go to another promotion.
Either another promotion, or she's like, nah, wrestling ain't here. Like, I don't want to wrestle.
Yeah. So, was it Bryson Montana?
I don't know.
Which-
I ain't seen none of that. That's an NXT.
Yeah, he's another NXT person. Alexis Gray,
Mm-hmm.
Daniel MacArthur,
NXT person.
Kevin Cortez,
Don't know who that is, person.
Brooklyn Barlow,
Only seen Brooklyn once. So nothing. No nothing.
Abdul Fitzgerald.
No nothing.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
so
it's
a lot
one
of them are. It sounds like these were like NXT people that just
just recruits.
didn't
They
get
got.
recruits,
Yeah.
then it just didn't work out, kind of deal. So
Mhm.
at this point, I think the usual stuff that happen when these releases happens, like, oh man, WWE dropped the ball, AEW should sign them. I'm like, what? So they can fade off in obscurity in AEW?
The only person that is primed to go to AEW and actually would benefit will be Dolph. Everybody else going to AEW, I wouldn't wish that upon you because I think you get lost. I think the only person that could probably turn it into something outside of Dolph would be Mustafa, but I think it's a bad idea for him to go there. I really personally think it would be a bad idea for him to go there. Emma, I think Emma's done with wrestling. This is like, I really think she's done. Roderick Moss is the same thing. I think Roderick would be, I don't know what Roderick
Madcap Moss.
I have no idea where Moss is going to go after this. I like Moss, but he didn't have it. You know what I mean? So
didn't you compare him? What wrestler did you compare him to? You compared him to somebody from WCW.
He were not Canyon. He has Canyon's build.
Yeah,
but who do you remind me in WCW? Think of Buff Bagwell that was actually taught properly how to wrestle.
Yeah, you said Buff Bagwell, and I was like, I see the vision.
He has less. Here's the funny thing, and this is the part that got him fired. He has less charisma than Buff.
Yeah, Buff.
I think that's what got him released.
Buff was a character.
But I keep on telling this to everybody. Buff was a shallow pool. I don't know why people treat him better than freaking Lex Luger. At least Lex was everything he said he was. Look at my muscles. Look at my hair. Yeah, it's the late 90s, but bitches still want me. He was right about that.
I say this as a Lex fan. Buff just has better charisma because I gotta be honest with you. When Lex joined the Wolfpack and just look,
Lex had no look.
When he joined the Wolfpack, I was like, all these characters on the Wolfpack, and Lex just looks like a cardboard.
All right. You know what, Chris? Put it this way: they both had the same exact amount of charisma. I just feel that Lex was if you wanted to back a horse, I think Lex is the horse you want to back.
Of course, obviously.
Look. Hey, Chris is wrestling. Let's get a little bit gay. Which one looks better? In D's opinion, I say I'm gonna go with Lex.
I will say Buff being on the NWO benefited him because the NWO you need characters.
Yeah.
So him and Scott teaming up was the greatest shit ever. I loved it. Right.
I think Lex was one of the first guys to come into wrestling thinking that he can make it easy for him. And luckily for Lex, it became his lifetime career. He didn't drop wrestling, even when everybody say he didn't belong in it. This is all the way back in the 80s. You know what I mean? When they say he didn't belong there, he didn't need to be wrestling there. I will give Lex this. He stuck around. No, he didn't deserve to be WWF champion. I'm glad he never was. So
it's like, all right, so this happened.
That's one of those things where it's like, oh, thank God. I will never I am so mad that Bruce Pritchard talked about the Lex Express and how Lex Luger didn't give a fuck about it. But at the same time, they had Undertaker drive around in a hearse and making appearances. And I was like, yo, that sounds so awesome. Like, yeah, we only gave him smaller events, but we gave all the big stuff to Lex at the time. And we're thinking like, hey, Mark, Paul, and the guy that was driving the hearse, they love it. They're cool. Like, they're having a great time. They're actually getting people to show up to the matches and shit. Lex was never there, not even on the bus. Oh, God, I hate Lex Luger, really. But anyway, like I said, if I had a choice between those two. But that's how Madcap Moss came off, man. Look at him, man. If he would have flexed and all that, the dude is huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he would make it, but it didn't work out for him, man.
Yeah.
Who knew that Baron Corbin, who I always felt had dry charisma, has a ton of it. Has a ton of that. And he can survive. I can survive being average. You can't, nigga.
I'm loving
Baron
main
kicking ass right now. And I love it, man.
I'm loving main event. Was it Jay? Yeah, Jay.
You are?
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm digging it.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This ending better make sense. Oh, all of this, like, how is Roman going to lose these belts? How is Gunther going to end up being a champion? How is Cody going to get his belt back? I got a question.
What's the
What
journey
about the
here?
Usos? What about the Usos? Yeah, where's the journey in any of this? What's going on here? Hold on, and I'm going to be that person because I'm a mark for him. Where's my nigga Brock at? Oh, you think Brock is not showing up for a WrestleMania check? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, John, you've been in WWE for longer than a month. What are you doing at WrestleMania? You'll find out. Nah, nigga, what the fuck you doing here?
I need answers now.
There are a lot of. I will give WWE this downtime, and a lot of people are going to say that the ratings are going to drop off because it's around that time where everybody said the ratings are going to drop off. But no, what the fuck are y'all doing? I'm kind of confused. Like, no, really, what's going on here, man? Where's I need a guide.
Big news too. SmackDown is coming back to USA. 5-year TV deal starting in October next year.
All right. So it's going back to USA.
Next year, October 2024.
So 2 things. All right, now we can actually say this, and actually this means something. So the ratings wasn't what Fox. Wasn't what Fox wanted, was it?
Probably.
It probably wasn't. It probably
wasn't.
Fox is really hard on shows that don't hit their mark ratings wise. So yeah, you can actually blame this on ratings. Just anybody like, oh, the ratings. No, you're actually right this time. The USA wouldn't mind that shit, but yeah, Fox, yeah, they definitely would. So I expect that.
Yeah.
But 5 years back on
5
USA.
years. Mm-hmm.
So you know what that also tells me? They're sticking with a part of their Universal plan then.
Yep.
Now the big question is this, because I don't know when Raw is up, but how long is Raw going to be on USA? I think
That's a good question.
I think it's 25 or 26, I think. Or was it a 10-year deal? I'm not really sure.
Might have been 10, I think.
I don't think it was a 10-year deal because remember they made that right. Was it before COVID or after COVID they made that announcement they were staying on Universal? I don't know. But that right there, them staying on Universal tells me a lot. That tells me a lot. That tells me that number one, I need everybody to stop mentioning the word Disney right now.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
well, you know how it is. Disney's name gets thrown in there, and then it's
because
like,
in my opinion, them signing that with Universal tells me that you plan to stay. You plan to stay 5 years, nigga. If Vince won that shorter, he would have made it shorter. Trust me. But also, is USA doing anything with UFC? That's a good question. But here's the difference: UFC, if they put that on Fox, it will get ratings. Probably. I don't know. That's weird. I think they did do that for some time. It didn't work out that way.
So, couple of early look like Survivor Series match cards. So, Damian Judgment Day is teaming up with Nakamura and Drew to take on Jay, Cody, Kevin, Sammy, and Seth Rollins.
Wait a minute. We're doing Survivor Series this early?
I mean, that's kind of like the early predicted match that could happen.
Yeah, that sounds like something they could do.
Which is interesting because, like I said, Drew is now heel.
Oh, yeah. I told you Drew was going to be a heel. You got to make him heel. You have to make him a heel right now because I think he's going. Oh man, I really think they're setting up a heel versus heel for that Intercontinental belt, and I think he's going to beat the. God, he's not going to have to see. You can't beat the crap out of Gunther because you got plans for him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good question.
Gonna make it a close match.
Irish Modoc, my nigga. McDonough is having so much fun right now, man.
He is.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like they're trying to jockey for Roman versus LA Knight. Which,
I think too many people want LA Knight to have everything. I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem you're having with LA Knight is that it's like, oh, make him champion. Do you know how many people we gotta stop to shovel him in? right now it's a mess.
Yeah.
And nobody knows who's going to be champion. Like I said, it's a mess, man. I really still think they're going to. I think he's. You know what? Easy way out of it. He's the one that beats Gunther.
Ooh.
You got to make LA the one to beat Gunther.
Yeah.
Because I know they're not ready to put the WWE Championship on LA Knight, but if you're not, I think you have the prime person to beat him, to be a champion, for people to shut up for a while. If you ask me, That's just me. What about the U.S. title? Nobody's gonna give a shit about that. It needs to be the Intercontinental title because Gunther built it up so big at this point. You got to have the right person take it, and if it ain't Drew, it's got to be LA Knight.
Yeah.
That's how.
Now, I will say at No Mercy, it's looking like we're going to get Trick Williams versus Dominic.
Awesome.
And I think everybody is back. Everybody's backing Trick Williams. I think Trick Williams might win.
I think Trick has worked out so well. I still don't think he's there as a wrestler yet, but I think he's worked out so well, man. He has learned every year. He's getting better.
Did you see that 4-way that he had?
Yeah.
That shit was actually pretty good.
Like I said, he's getting better. Because this was a year ago, he would look so stiff in that match, wouldn't he?
Now, Trick
is getting better, man.
The match that I can't wait to see at No Mercy. Carmelo and Dragunov.
That's going to be insane.
Woo!
Dragunov is going to cave that little nigga's chest in.
It's like, welcome to the main roster. Bam.
This is another problem that WWE is facing. The other problem is that you have your English wrestlers your European wrestlers are starting to prime. That's Dragunov, that's Pete Dunne, and that's Tyler Bate. You have done the right decision and keep Tyler Bate. All right, you did the right decision by keeping Pete there. Here's the problem about both of them. What are y'all going to do with them?
They're saying Pete might go back to the main roster after No Mercy, which
I think Pete. I think Pete is probably going to finally get his run that he always wanted. Meaning that I think he's up for NXT champion.
Ooh, yeah.
I think
because he had the NXT European one, right?
Yeah, he had the European title.
Yeah.
I think if they like to me personally, like you got to rebuild Butch, man. You got to rebuild him to be a threat. Like here's the thing I will give him. And I think it was Vince that really Vince was the one that was backing him up. All that crazy crap he was doing as Butch worked because Pete went all in, didn't say a word, just jumped on people, beat the shit.
I'm sorry, that shit between fucking Gunther and fucking Sheamus while their goons beat the shit out of each other was fucking hilarious to me. It's
and one of the best things between that whole time of them doing it, when they told him that when he got his match, I forgot who he fought, but when he gave him his match where it was him on we finally got his one-on-one, that fucking pop that came from the crowd. You want to keep Pete, keep him. Because if he slips and go to AEW, D is saying, yeah, let me at him. Because to me, real talk, if Pete slips and go to AEW, you're never going to see him ever again.
Oh, no.
I think if he goes to AEW, he's the one they've been waiting on. Like, he's the champion they've been waiting on. You don't want him to slip and go there, man.
Now, this is one that's interesting to me. NXT is teasing Brian Pillman Jr.
What?
And I don't. Yeah. Brian Pillman Jr. Yeah, Brian Pillman Jr. is looking like he's gonna be on NXT, and I'm like,
all right, Brian.
That's interesting.
Good luck, bro. Good luck, bro. That's all D got to say. I'm done.
That's good. Look, man, I gotta be honest.
I don't like Brian. He's
why?
He's not good. He's not good.
You've watched him more than me, so like
I'm so mad. AEW trying to push this nigga. Where to go?
He was at AEW?
Yeah, where to go pushing him when they was showing his dad's shit on the Dark Side of the Ring. Really weird way of pushing your wrestler, but you know what? Yeah. Whatever.
Weird
but
flex,
still,
okay.
but still, yeah. Good Lord, man.
I mean, look, like you said, best of luck. I'm just like, all right, what's your angle? Like,
You
don't
know
be
what,
like.
Brian. Here's the thing about Brian. I think they like his look,
Yeah.
and Vince, and I don't know if it's Vince or anybody, but you know how
Or Trips.
WWE is. If you are wrestling, you got wrestling royalty in your blood, man. They'll let you in. So, whatever.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Whatever. I'm not a fan of Brian Pillman. I'm really not. You
Junior
are not
Senior.
your daddy. You are not your daddy.
Hey, look, my thing is this, and this is something that it's like, look, don't be like your dad, be your own individual, and you be fine. That's it. Like,
Shit.
don't try to mimic the shit that your dad did, because that'll be the worst.
No. I think if anything, if you want to be like your dad, I will say this, and this is coming from a dude that likes wrestling. Your dad was one of the best jumpers ever. The way Brian Pillman used to leap off of shit, man, just really good technical wrestler. You're not gonna be there, Brian. So just listen. Hey, Brian, you're better than Wes Briscoe, and you're better than Bischoff's son. I know that bar is in hell. But
Bischoff's son wrestled.
Yeah, Bischoff's son. We're gonna go into that when we talk about aces and eights. I have footage for you to watch.
I can't wait to see that. I did not know that.
Actual footage for you to watch. Bischoff's son was part of Aces and Eights.
I had no fucking clue. I really did not know
Him and Wes Briscoe had to be. They were the main goons, dog. I think they were the tag team champions at one point.
Wow,
it's really when the storyline went to shit. That's really when they put I remember they put that on Brian. I remember him and Wes. I remember Jared Bischoff. Thank you. Yeah, Jared was some ass, bro. I remember like the thing that killed me though, man, was the fact that I think it was a match between I remember Kurt Angle and Wes Bryan in the ring. I don't think it was the cage match, but I think it was. It was probably the best 4 minutes of Wes's career because Kurt Angle made him look so good. And I was telling myself, no, don't trust that. Don't trust that, man.
God, wow. See, that's I was so in it. Like when Aces of 8 happened, I think that was, we were still, this is like early in our podcast. And I still remember that video that's still on our YouTube channel. You got your son to do the prediction on one of the pay-per-views.
Oh, God.
And that's when I was like, the Aces and 8.
That was a good pay-per-view, by the way.
Yeah, because you did a review of the video review of it afterwards. And you were like, oh, that pay-per-view actually wasn't that bad. So, wow. Yeah, I can't wait to hear y'all talk about that. That was
nigga, you gonna be part of this, nigga. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna give y'all footage of important moment anyway.
So yeah, that is it for Working Title Sports Show.
Yep.
It's great. And we'll see you next week. See you next week, and hopefully it'll be an upset of Colorado USC. One can hope.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Caleb Williams is going to play good so he can play for the Arizona Cardinals next year. I'm sorry.
So he's going to play for the Jets.
Bears. The Chicago Bears.
He's going to play for the Jets and be
No. You got to think about who the people going to be in the running for the Tank Bowl, my friend. That nigga look like he going to Chicago. Anyway.
The cold of Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Hold on real quick. Yes. Brooke Hogan was an abusive relationship with Bully Ray. It was one of the best things ever. Shut up, y'all! It was compelling. Put it this way: it was worth seeing Hulk Hogan getting dissed at every angle by Bully Ray. Hey! Nobody gives a fucking bunch of Gramps.
Well, speaking, Hulk Hogan married a 45-year-old, so that was
good.
free.
Good
for Terry. Good for Terry. He looks very healthy now.
No, he doesn't. Terry looks like at any moment that the whole tower coming down. Anyway,
quad breaks.
Mustache falls off. God, remember in the 90s where Hogan cut that shit off and it looked weird? Anyway.
Look very weird. Very
God,
weird.
God, man, it was weird. Hairless Hogan. Anyway, y'all, we'll talk to y'all next time.
Sounds like a gimmick. Hairless Hogan.
Hairless Hogan.